Thengio muno murori witũ wa GTN TV o harĩa hothe ũrĩ no wega ngũkaribishe o rĩngĩ tukiuma na inyuĩ thĩinĩ wa gũthathaũra magathĩti twaingĩrĩra ikereka rĩa kerĩ na nĩngũmwĩrĩte hau kabere nĩngũka na senator wa kaunti ya Nyeri senator ti ũngĩ tiga WAHOME WAMATINGA kuma chairman wa CDF akarũga ngathĩ ciothe agatuĩka senator wa Nyeri. A very ambitious leader from Nyeri County. Nejamba ti muthuri mukuru nejamba njethĩ muthuri wendete andũ aingĩ mũno nĩ muthuri ũcokanagĩrĩria andũ aingĩ nĩ muthuri ũcokanagĩrĩria mbeũ njethĩ akamatara na njuge akire studio mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ andũ a Nyeri County andũ a Ndarasha andũ a Nyeri Town andũ a Mathira andũ a Tetu andũ Othaya njamba ĩrĩ haha Senator WAHOME WAMATINGA. Tuko tukiaria maundu megie uteti wa Mount Kenya region, tuko tukiaria horo wegie mawira ma senator, andu ingine macagurire senator, na matimenya wira wa senator ndi uriku atwire ginyagia hau mwaka no athira WAHOME WAMATINGA twikeire atia. Ndimucokerie ngatho nyingi muno na ndenda ndumiriri cianyu. Munyandikire ndumiriri thiini wa studio hena namberi hau ya 0725 screen yaku nyandikira ndumiriri hau. Oho no wingire thiini wa Facebook ya GTN TV Kenya. Nyandikira kiuria kiria ungienda Julie Senator wa Nyeri County. Karibuni sana. Good morning sir. Happy New Year.
Good morning, good morning. Mwithaka wa mbere nyabe joe mweke uyu kuwish adu othe anyire eroririe itu othe Happy New Year. Joke juge tithero nĩ gĩkeno mũndũ gũkorwo arĩ ha mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ mũno mũno ndaririkana harĩa twacemanirie na harĩa twambĩrĩirie nawe na ũguo woria nĩguo Ngai agĩtua kũrathima mũndũ ndoragia kũrĩa umĩte ngaririkana twananire nawe tũgĩtabarania mĩthako na rĩu harĩa ũkinyĩte na ngũcokerie ngatho mũno tondũ mũraruta wĩra mwega juge TV ĩno nĩ ĩrakorwo ĩkĩrepresent andũ a mashinani na njĩra njega na mũno mũno makĩria jokerie andu aria mambiririe idea no ngatho cia mwanya wa mbere ni kwenda ni kutapu mbeũ njĩthĩ gũkũ mashinani mutu wake ri kurehe TV ngikorwo ĩkĩaria mugambo wa mũgĩkũyũ gũkũ mashinani tukaririkana atĩ media houses ciothe ikoretwo iri kũrĩa Nairobi ikoretwo igĩtindĩkwo kuma kũrĩa Nairobi ni kahinda ga kuga devolution ni raruta wira ona maundu mangĩ namo tu devolve handu akuma hatukagithio Nairobi tugoka gũkũ muciĩ nigetha tukiaria maundu maria mara affect mũgĩkũyũ tugoka go hakuyo na muno makiria tugakorwo tugikinyira andu kũrĩa mashinani.
Thank you muno senator na karibu sana otogu wa kiuga ndu wake no thana ikurire kwina nginya TV
thana iguru na ngũciria gũtwa ũkũrũ wa Othaya nĩ ũkũrũ wa Nyeri County na rĩkũria kĩega mũno woria WAMATINGA no nyende kwamba gũtarĩria WAHOME WAMATINGA na nĩ manu anyita wega ndĩrarĩ chairman wa CDF ya Mathira yarĩ gathĩ wa Gachagua no ngĩrora CDF witũ gwĩkĩra kĩrĩ ndathime tondũ chairman ĩratuĩkire senator na MP aratuĩka deputy president
tacokera hau we wari chairman wa CDF
ni ndari chairman wa CDF
gathĩ wa Gachagua nake arĩ MP waku
chairman agĩtuĩka senator na MP agĩtuĩka deputy president ngũciria no kwĩvanga na maũndũ makorwo marĩ kwĩvanga ngũciria nĩ hathire wega no ngwĩre atĩ gakĩrĩo ka investment karĩ karitũ ngũririkanie wega ona kondi kwenda twambĩrĩrie gũthia mwena ũcio mũno kahinda kau nĩ karĩa twakoretwo tũgĩthondeka thirikari twarĩ thirikari-inĩ ya mũndũ gwĩtwo Uhuru Mũigai wa Kenyatta mũthuri twendete mũno na tũhete gĩtĩo mũno tugicoka tugikinya handu tukimenya ituĩka nĩ rĩkinyĩte tukĩvanga ũrĩa twekire ithuĩ tukĩvanga tũgĩthiĩ tukĩrũgama na William Samoei Ruto na tũgĩkwama nake na ngũririkania kahinda kau tiga nĩ rũtana kĩgweta ndiarĩ chairman wa CDF ndarĩ chairman wa Tana Water no ngĩgĩtigithio wĩra tondũ niĩ ndaugire ndĩ wa Tangatanga
no ahetwo wĩra nĩ Uhuru
ndahetwo wĩra nĩ Uhuru no gwĩkinya handu rĩa gwatuĩkire nĩtwageithania ngeithi niĩ ngeithi ndiachithũrĩte no ngĩũria mũthamaki mũndũ wa geithia rĩ mũndũ kũrĩ kaũndũ twaugĩte rĩ hihi no twambe tumenye ndagitari na tumethaiga tũrĩa araheirwo nigetha tumenye kana ari sawa ngĩoka ngĩgĩtigithio wĩra ngiuga ithuru na ithuĩ tũrĩ andũ arĩa mekũnyita ũndũ twena rĩ gathĩ wa Gachagua tũtiganagĩria na nĩkĩo ngĩrora rĩu nginya mbara ya kahũa mbara ya iria mbara ya macani tũmenyitĩte ona korwo andũ no mararega tumatunyũkithie nyama tũtingĩrekereria tondũ na ithuĩ nĩ tũĩ harĩ kĩndũ kĩrĩhaga consistency and persistency ũkanyitirĩra no ũgatindĩka ndama ũtangĩeherera koguo maũndũ macio reke tuge nĩ maũndũ o Ngai agĩtuonekanĩire na njĩra ya mwanya no hamwe na ũguo nĩ atĩrĩrĩ WAHOME WAMATINGA nĩ mũndũ ũkoretwo arĩ in community service ũngĩririkana tarĩa twamenyanaga nawe gũtirĩ ciaca ciarĩ kuo twambanĩrĩirie ta gwĩthondeka kĩama kĩa GNU rĩa andũ wa Gachagua rũgamaga niĩ ndirĩ gĩtĩ ndethaga tũgĩũka tũkĩambĩria kĩama kĩa JAPU tũgĩtindĩka biũ niĩ ndirĩ gĩtĩ ndethaga tondũ niĩ ndetĩkĩtie gwaka atongoria makinya hau no nĩ kũrakinyire handũ ndĩrakiuga ona nyongia na kĩgimara ĩkarũmũkia rũnyondo ona ĩkambĩria gwĩka atĩa rĩu rĩa gwakinyire handũ ngiuga nĩ matitherũ nĩ tũkwenda ũtongoria witũ tũcenjie na ndenda kuonereria andũ atĩ through party politics no mcenje bururi no ria tuonire ura gwathire kiama kia Jubilee no kirikana kia thire kiharagana na ni turageria kwira andu kiama giki kia rigitugeria igugia karingi tondu kanyumba aka turiri muntu ona gatakari kanyumba kene no tugukeria kurora tondu no gutukaga irige kuitirio kabi no ni tukwenda gukorwo tukirora maundu maria tugukorwo tukinyitira wori kiuria kiaga ati ni ate twikite kuma tukorwo turi senate wira wa senator ni uriku nyambe kwira ndu wa mbere wira wa senator ni maundu matatu hari kindu gitagwo oversight kurora maundu maria marathi na mbere thiini wa county hari kindu gitagwo na very very important representation mathina maria ndingioka nyone ona tawe uri na moguku hari ndingiota guthondeka watho ungiguteithia ni njagirwo guthondeka ni itagwo representation na watho wa gatatu no itagwo registration na watho wa gatatu ni kurugamirira masirahi madu kurugamirira masirahi madu ni kuga atiriri no korwo we hihi ta senator tutire resources tutiakaga barabara tutiheanaga basari tutiekaga ati riu koguo na tariu kahinda gaka ni njue ni kuritu muno na njue kuri kiu ni ukuri horo wa githomo ni kiracokwo andu ingi ni marangora makajuria basari senator guturutira ku senator ndakoragwo ari na basari no ni turi function very very important ya representation tungikira tuone tariu mathina tuone mathita maicite rugura capitation beceri heagwo ne thirikari kaheo macukuru ciathondekirwo na ciakirwo hindi ya mwai wa Kibaki tungirora rate ya inflation ni koretwo thiite iguru muno koguo tukenda kuga ati capitation per head ni koretwo kahinda kau ni yaiganaga umuthi ni undu wa inflation na thogora wa muturire ndingiigana koguo ni tuguthie tukietwendekithie watho na ni gwandikira statement ya statement kana petition hari ministry ya githomo tumere ru rekei tu review capitation ino gitumine ki maundu mothe twikite makoretwo magithii na iguru thogora uthiite na iguru over miaka iyo tungitira kuma mwai wa Kibaki akieherere hena miaka 10 na kindu maundu mothe mathiite iguru no capitation ya rugamirio hari yekirirwo na tondu maica ni dynamic mathia ya macenjetie ri oguo turongerera magoti tukongerera maundu maria mangi na ora inflation ihaicite no capitation tumiongerere ucio ni wira ukoragwo ri witu wa kuruta guthi gutwara miswada kuria bunge na nikironio mwaka ucio turathirire hari ma senator 47 irari namba igire gikominiki ni motion ogira motion iria ndwarite statement iria ndwarite bills iria tutwarite tuli thini wa agricultural committee ni irari na bills nyingi muno hari history ya senate within mwaka wa mbere kaukunguno kaundu ga gugitira muti wa keri ku articulate on national issues nona gani twathi floor ine tondu no wega ngwira ira kagitiki
nikunaga bunge ukinegena
ya senator ri gitire resources wira wakwa ni kuracia kanua gatari ng'ombe koguo ni runo ngiaririria andu aitu na ngwire ati kuma tuthie thini wa senate na jokerie mwalimu Mutahi wa Kahiga ngatho muno tondu Nyeri county ni irarititwo iri best performing county in Kenya county assembly ya Nyeri ni irari the best performing county assembly in Nyeri koguo ngirwa maundu macio ni ukuona ni marathi matwaranite senator agakorwo ari rated as the second best county assembly as the best county government as the best performing gituminike hari mawatho maria tuhotete gukorwo tugithondeka Nyeri county noyo county area ika thini wa Kenya arutani ya ECD mundu raheo ciringi 7,000 riu raheo 25 muti wake ni ati ithuĩ turahotire ku absorb arutani acio matiga gukorwo maririhagwo ni mwalimu ati macemania githi kioroke maya matano macemania hindi ya ranjike magana maya meri uguo magatarirwo nginya 9,000 igathira turauga na mwalimu wa ECD na mwana kutoya ati musingi wa mwana ni kwambiria ECD no nginya tumuhe kindu dignified mushara dignified Nyeri county ni arari ya mbere na tugathie na tukakena tugakorwo ri undu mwega muno hari optimization ya own source revenue collection ya na nginya ona distribution ya tanu county assembly ya Nyeri mathondekire watho thibitari tuvece tunini yari hiya igacoka gatuli inject yoroku koguo ni kirona ha maundu maingi tugakorwo twikite ure tukiritwo wega Nyeri county no county area turahingire mwaka tutari na kindu gigutu pending bill only county thini wa Kenya
utimathire mama supplier na ma contractor
mama supplier mare mari ku makuru mothe turahotire kunina ngauga kira kirahotikire uguo ni urutithania wa wira wa governor na wa county assembly na wa senator na nikiguaga kimera giki gutire mundu igwa githi TV ni agoka hakuru more ogi na ni turaugire politics cia Nyeri moving forward na nikongera guthaitha athikiriria itu eroreria itu mugicagura mundu mukarora mundu ungihota kwarania na atongoria ria angi atakumaruma gituminiki ithu turi atongoria ni thikioneria gia ciana citu kuri ciana itu rora TV ni ria ndoka haha makaigwa ni kuruma ndiraruma uri ongiri mwana ucio ngimwira te andu aria angima ni akota kumatia eketu twika kionereria kiega na ni turonire ati wira no urutike na nikionire ne njue kiuria kiu ni ukunjuria tene no tukimenyana na ndachere gite kia governor no ngiuga ni undu wa wira na thayo
ugicenjeria gatagati-ini
na nikio na county ino ya Nyeri na no ngwire county nyingi thiini wa Kenya tutautinda gicigwe ta mletwo turigota kurehe bara no nginya ime turigainie governor na senator matingikara mucemanio omwe
na niguo kuri
MCA na governor matingionana ona tautia tukigwata ta kure Meru nyonie Meru ginya maundu marakinyire maundu mararituha ginya maundu marakinya maundu makwagithia maundu makuima magutunya mundu moyo ni gutwika kwina ngucanio Nyeri ngwire kuma tuthurwo mweri wa kanana last year gutiri kwagia mundu ono me last year but one gutiri kwagia mundu ono mutongoria ukuruga makaruma uri ungi ni twi WhatsApp group itu haha ya tongoria othe rire kwagia na kiuria nyandikagira mwarimu mutahi wa Kahiga ngamuria ta riu ni twi kurari na kiriro gia thibitari ndiramuria governor thibitari tugwika ate tuga allocation ile guka kahinda gaka ri tukwamba kuhe thibitari priority gitumire ki maundu maria ndinguka kumwirira TV-ini no ndimukore office ndimwire no ndimuhurire thimu ndimwire hakiri bata wake guthi mathiko-ini ngarume governor kana ngarume MCA kana ngarume MP na turaniria turauga leadership ya Nyeri for the first time ni tukwenda andũ arĩa matuthurire kumahe gĩtĩo tũmadignify na njĩra tũngĩmadignify nao nĩ kũmarutĩra wĩra tũrĩ kĩndũ kĩmwe tũnyitanĩte na nĩkĩo na for the first time thĩinĩ wa Nyeri county tũkĩhinga mwaka gũtirĩ pending bill tũrarĩ nayo for the first time thĩinĩ wa Nyeri county arutani othe ICD nĩ ũndũ wa ũrutani wa wĩra wa governor na senator othe arutani ICD nĩ andĩke twari ũhoro wa makĩria ma andũ 1,000 mũndũ aheagwo ciringi 9,000 na ũkorwo ndwĩbangĩte kĩ family ndatigĩrĩirio ũtebangĩte rĩu ũngĩenda wega no ũcoke ũthiĩ ICD rĩu kamũcara nĩ kĩega mũndũ ũrĩa ũraheagwo 12,000 aheo 25 mwarimu wa natharĩ rĩu koguo andũ na nĩkĩo ũrona rĩu Nyeri nĩũkwambĩrĩria kuona mũtũ mohiki tũingĩ ũguo tũkuongerereka tondũ hau twĩ sawa.
Thank you muno senator ne gutu highlight achievement ciaku na nwakiuga wega muno we governor mutikirwaga kona ngatheti omuthi ni nguthomete ndakiona kuri governor kuri senator akiuga ne makumenya na governor wake basa ndiraheana wega riu ndirakiigua handu rakiuga Nyeri thiete uru na ni wakiuga wega muno ni muri WhatsApp na ni ukinyagira governor tukirora horo wegi githomo no ahutia githomo na wari horo wegi ECD kwina githomo iki ya CBC cukuru rahingurwo muthi kwa tuka thirikari ona ndirekereirie igeranio cia aria marekire grade 6 matire marona resort magothie junior grade 7 na githomo iki kia CBC kuringana nawe senator thirikari ni rauga nginya uhoro wigi murimu ucio wa nathari aume county government athie thirikari nene andiko ni TSC niguo githomo iki kirainisho CBC ni guikara uria kwagirire kana
the Kenya bejugi atirere reciria ria mugathe Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta ria kure CBC ria reciria riega muno na no nginya tuka support tutikahuri undu tondu ndurathi wega olita ukindu giothe gikiambiriria kiundu kieru ni kiretu mathina tunini kiretu ta teething problem CBC ni githomo giguteithia bururi witu muno na gitumi ni gikeni ithomeire na ngaikara Jerumani miaka 20 na no ngwire kule githomo kau gikorwo kiri competence based guku gwitu thina uria kuretwo riho ni ati tukoretwo tugikira tugithondeka elitist society ciana cia itonga iria ihotukota guthia academy igathi macukuru ta Alliance ta Mangugu wa Nyeri haya Kagumo ciana icio nicio ikoretwo ki excel maica-ini mwana uria ukoretwo akirerwo ni ucio wetani uria ndarirwo ni ucio witu mwana uria taumite muci wina hinya mwana uria wathomera cukuru ici ta polling station tele wathomeire katele ndathomeire agacoka agathie local secondary hau uguo maica make magakorwo mati handu mangi mutwara gitumi niki ni gutwika ati turekereirio kigeranio kiria gweka mundu agie nigetha thie ke medicine nigetha thie ke law uyu ngwothe akora tari mundu wa bata umane atiriri hihi kahinda kare ndakumenya ndio nginya ni uri kiheo giki giotangatha umuthi ndakurora njuragia mwana kioyo giki kihoti kurera gigiorera gigiorira thi CBC irenda gucoka hau ati to nginya ukorwo kigia to nginya ukorwo kigia B to nginya ukorwo kihituka mathabu na githungu tariu wira uyu uraruta ringuria ri mathabu marokira ha gathungu hihi no gagukira handu ndwa guthoma magatheti na guchambua no mathabu ri marokira ha chemistry irokira maundu maingi tukoretwo gwika system iyo yengi ni gutindikiriria ciana irikorwo ci disadvantage tugacio kunduria ni rwatiriri cukuru ciana gukumacagine laboratory ikoragwo ci njuru muno no ni ndire ndungika kirani kira tugacina na mundu uri Kagumo laboratory ta kurenda thomeire ruthagati test tube ciari ithatu cia kugayanwo urathi ugakora kule mundu ari test tube ciake 20 koguo no hote gwika maundu mothe no kirani tugeka giki koguo ni kuga naturally hare ni ndathomeire ngithi polling station secondary etagwo Ngaine primary korwo ari police station ya githurano ngithi secondary ona uri mwana gakorwo police station no ya githurano ndachoka ndari ki hau ugureke ngwire ngathi ngacemania na ciana kuria university mundu thomeire alliance purely academician
ti police station
mundu ucio rathomeire police station mundu ucio mutingicindana nake CBC irenda kuga atiriri to nginya ukorwo uri mu mathabu to nginya ukorwo uri mu science no ukorwo na kiheo ta kiugia kugio tangathi kiria giturite kihithe tutagukiona ona na tucokerie GT mundu GT ni ngatho tondu ri atenge akurutio kuri ongira atengana na mibiro na guku maundu macio tukenda kuga CBC ni njega ni gucenjia maundu maingi no umane atiriri haha mbere tukiambiriria no nginya korwo na teething problems no eventually mwana wothe ni arikoragwo ari appreciated gwireta my son tondu athomagira American system guku kule Nairobi ikoragwo very competence based. He's a very good basketball player. Hihi mwena wa mathabu no akorwo atari mwega muno no mwena wa basketball playing ugati mwana ucio ni talented wacho kwakora mwana ucio ni talented na kumenya maundu ma engineering no mathabu ni maramukanja engineering na mathabu itwarana gatia no ugathi ugakora ati uria marathondeka marathi magathondeka curriculum ni arahota ona atari mwega mathabu akahota kuingira hau ka tondu kiroto giake ni gutuika engineer taithe ndarora ugarora ngugatiriri system witu ni ahitukirwo ni mahinda mwana athomithio subject yengi subject keda eke for standard 8 achoke athi form 4 ningia weke kigeranio kingi achoke nigetha onekaga na uthi university mwana hihi uri kiheo kia muthemba ungiri ungigatuika engineer na ndangihota mathabu tocio mwana ke wakwa ri kana mwana ungikorwo ari talented na kaundu kangiri athiaga korira gatagati turoga nigetha utuike musician no nginya ukorwo na githungu ngithi atiriri to nginya gutire handu mahenya mokagira na mathabu kana githungu toguo turauga haha atiriri uri mutangathi chemistry irokira
atithira bunga gethe banse ni bana
makoretwo makiuraga cioneki nyingi cia ciana talent nyingi cia ciana koguo tuge na njira ciari na thikiriria na eroreria ati ona korwo kwina challenges nini ndagika mwicho ria turihota guthondeka system ino ya competence based ikorwo iri njega ni tukorwo twina advantage nyingi muno however gutire kindu kiega kiumaga hega twambe twitikirie ati preparation ndiari njega tutina arutani ya kuigana tutina facilities ya kuigana tondu mwana rauma standard 5 agathie junior secondary mwalimu uri uramuthomithagia primary no uramuthomithia junior secondary ni tukunidi no njokerie thirikari no ya William Samuel Ruto na rigatha wacagua ngatho tondu nitwahotire kwandika arutani unginogi 56,000 kuma tuheo wiyathi twandika arutani ingi uguo turamandika othe no guthi kuongereirwo angi tondu ni tukubatara githomo gitu githi gicenjetie nginya eventually gutuike ati mwana nginya uri thomagira polling station no uri thomagira academy mena opportunity ciganaine thiini wa muturire.
Thank you muno senator na okiari horo wigie githomo twari horo wigie aciari kwina thina muno wa school fees ona thaici turaria nawe maroria nari ko senator no anjoere thimu andehire gabithi kandi ndikite thaici kwina andu maragwetha njiona ngari yaku ndwagite andu mara tukadi tuingi twa githomo garama ya muture iguru muno na thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza hari maundu yakiraneire ega campaign ni tugeko na thaici gutire kora stabilize no mbere ndaya ndira nyambe guthakire katuni kare ha kagatheti wa muthi katuni kau karore mundu ucio winyitite kiongo ututarie turi atiri twerekeire kutabururi senator wa Nyeri niko kau mundu ucio nikiereka senator gucia ni namuona ari iruru nirona hari mundu eretwo taxi haria hena nyumba iri ha kianda ni ramwitia warranty ni weyo
tumaguta ni tu housing 11 tu hau uguo
hena bagi iri haria ni murutwo neti ofithi
iyo thibitari nayo ni yeyo haria
mundu ucio mucana no athie senator urata ukirwa tarende tweno Kenya
bejugia atiriri titheru kabisha kawonge karora no gakuonie bicia hoteli mundu uria ni arona na gatururiro muno
ni mundu ari one kiongo ucio endo
guthie mundu ucio ni ari one kiongo no reke ngira
ati ni oyo indo cia thie
mundu ucio akuri one kiongo muthi rucio ndakari one kiongo gitumi niki ugicoka thimu-ini ino yaku na nenda gugutone nguwe wega ugicoka thimu-ini ino yaku rore WhatsApp group iria wekiritwo na unu marigano guciikira cia gukwira uchangire mundu urathi thibitari mundu uremeire mochari mwana urathi guthondekwo mutumia nyumba yake momokete kwenda gwokirwo social responsibility iria woyaga weta mundu kiumbe maundu mamagirwo no korwo magikune thirikari we moyaga na kamushara gaku no kiria warikia kuriha na kuhuthira hindi iyo ri nduri handu ngithie mwisho wa mwaka offset against your taxes twenda kuga atiriri ni tukoretwo tugitengerera on the long lane ni tukoretwo tugitindika maundu maitu ule matagirwo gutindikwo tugakorwo tugikomba mathire nigetha tuhote kuihuria budget itu tugakorwo tugikomba mathire nigetha tuhote kuihuria marima maria mari budget ini itu ngenda kwira atiriri mathire mbeca ciothe wakomba umuthi ni generation ya rucio warutithia magoti no nginya makariha mbeca iriku
icio
riu handu ni harakinyire turuga atiriri no mundu mukigu uingagira irima agathi na mbere na kwenja igathi na mbere na kurikia thirikari ya Kenya kwanza iroiga ona kuri kuritu uria kuri kuritu mundu gutu William Samoei Ruto ni angirathire eke kaundu very simple athie the cianja akombe mbeca akenia andu umani atiriri
thirikari ndikombete
reke ngwire thirikari balance sheet ya thirikari ndingikomba kindu ni tawe ukinyete uri ng'ombe uri kamugunda uri ngari ciothe ni curĩtie bengi riu ona mutumia waku angenda gukomba no acuririe ciana riu hare tukinyete thirikari
bũrũri ndũngĩkomberwo
kindu
we muico
riu tukinyete balance sheet ya Kenya ndingikomba kindu kingi riu kiria tungikomba no ria thirikari nginya yo ngira komba ge rariho na nikio laigire for the first time in our devolution ya history ya miaka 10 na kindu tukihinga financial year irathirire turahingira tari na thire wa county government ona wa Ndururu gitumine ki President William Samoei Ruto ni raugire it is unfortunate tugathi tukauga county assembly tukume allocate mbeca ici o tukimenyaga wega mbeca ici tikoneka uririkane hari kanegene kagite ati county government meda mahayo 425 billion tukima allocate 385 billion argument yale atiriri no tuge 425 no tundu ici itikoneka ri hakiri bata wake tuge iria onekaga na iriokaga punctually every quarter and I want to tell you basis ya county government shoka punctually every quarter gwikinya mweri mugwanja ikorwo ciokete gitumini ki ni mbeca irera na irona ironeka tene thirikari yo ngirari ho rakombaga mbeca through the county government na kwaga kumahe mbeca ciao riu ngakwira ni gundi ko ya mucara wa ciringi 10,000 gaga kuriha mweri wa mbere thiti mbeca ndakomba kuma hari tondu no akihe services ciaku gaga kuriha mweri wa keri gaga kuriha mieri 6 koguo ni kuwa inatio sense wiro ria ndiraruta ri we ni kugombera uragombera mbeca cia mucara uguo niguo turarutaga wira riu tuga reke tucenjia tukariha county government mbeca punctually gitumine ki we ni uthire warutira county government wira wa mihe ngirathi ino ya mai handu haweterero kariho mieri 6 ugathi ugakomba mbeca vengire koguo thirikari irakombaga mbeca kuma hari raia through the county government riu turaugire punctually na nigetha tuhote gwika uguo ri no nginya turihe magoti na
mundu ucio ni kenyita kiongo
mundu ucio nyita kiongo tondu ri ni atirie igoti agathi akerwo maguta tene turaheanaga subsidy ya bilioni 480 o mwaka turauga atiriri mbeca ici turaheanaga subsidy ri nginya we utari ngari ni urarihagira mwanake munini arikari yaku aria maingagira Subaru magathi na Ivacha kuria ikeno ukaruta mbeca we uri murimi wa macani utari ngari ukamurihira mbeca nigetha thi na Ivacha turauga reke tunine subsidy gitumini ki leke tukorwe ri directly involve na cost ile rekatia gikorwe ri proportion na cost kwa waitha kana kwenda guthie na Ivacha umuthi wina gasubaru gaku wigurire maguta no ndukauga wa matinga kurihira maguta to ni ndaikara miciro ndire na mbeca
nikio subsidy
nikio turehirire subsidy turauga tutigo subsidize kindu wetwo consumption tuku subsidize input turanyita mbeca twekagira subsidy ya maguta turekira subsidy ya fertilizer nikio ni fertilizer ni raumire 7,000 iroka 2,500 riu kindu kire tugutindika tugia atiriri ici tweherie subsidy ya maguta ri ni tuthi tuongere capitation ya cukuru tondu thogora ni wa mature ni wikite ati ndi na iguru njuge atiriri kuriha magoti muno mundu uro na gethwa kiongo nginya ndo housing levy mundu
arakirwo nyumba aragwa
umuthi tu kiongo nguririkanie rucio atwike mundu wa guthaka nguririkanie bururi wa Kenya hari mabururi maingi mara makombire Eurobond 2014 mabururi maingi gutarire Ghana niraremirwo ni kuriha Zambia niraremirwo ni kuriha Ethiopia ni baitu niraremirwo ni kuriha Kenya ni gukorwo ikiriha 300 million USD mweri wa kana the first country in Africa kuhota kuriha Eurobond on time na nigetha tumi finance tondu Eurobond ile yakire 2014 mbeca tutia kihutherire riu twakuthirio cyo twakombire hindi yo ni igoti ria tukurihara muthenya uriku na ngwire atigane andu taradia bicola gutarire nigetha bururi witu wirugamia na nigwenda gucokeria thirikari no ngatho ni undu wa optimize kindu gitagwo revenue collection mbeca iria turoyaga na mieri 6 ici wonaga ikiriho cia wildlife cia forestry turacungane na mweri umwe koguo ni kuga atiriri in 1 year ni tukuhota gukorwo tuki more than tuki hula mbeca ile turonganagia makiria maita matandatu gitumi niki Kenya Forest irathi yako ya mbeca ciao mbere ikinyite treasury kamba ikagia tumarima guku njira-ini riu ni ndu wa gusti leakages icio mbeca ile turoyaga in 6 months period turacoria na mweri umwe kuvu ni kuga tuthie na mbere uguo magoti maya turarya ngwire atire ndeka ya mwisho urithio kona thibitari we urithiaga any hospital gutari harambe gwika ta ndingikwira haha uthaya level 6 na niguhitukira twarikia kuma andu aria makwamite ku ne biro neike muno no ria tuligia na kindu gigwito universal health coverage gutiri mundu kahingirie thibitari iri ku thiini wa Kenya ni murimu uri ku ni undu wa biro ni kuga atiri harambe ci turekaga ri riu ndata ndingikwira ni ndari ha 16,000 mbeca cia NSSF na cia NHIF
cio regagwo
cio ndiraregwo
16,000
kuma hari 500 mbere mundu wothe aregao 500 kana urathukuma 1,000 kana urathukuma 5,000,000 tuga atirire kai tuigananie umenye kuri mundu uraruta biashara ya kwendia muthanga ya kwendia handiko ona ya kwendia mbembe na ya kwendia ngo urathukuma 500 mweri no ndarihaga igoti ona ndururu no barabara iri arahuthira ri thibitari iri arahuthira ri iri yakitwo na igoti rewe uraruta tukauga thogithi ici ni cigananio murigo ureke itugayane kamu ingi ni kerio ni koyaga ndiri nigetha murigo igirwo cia ndenyi nyingi kogu tigane mundu cio na nyitete kiongo uguo ri no thuko igire ahorere kiongo ndirakwira maundu maya mauko maicia magukoro mari sawa
ni senata akauga mundu ucio wenyitite kiongo ni maisha ni makoo me sawa andu makiumiririe ni ndathome comment cigano na nigetha andu matigakirigwo ni kiitarake matambura haina mundu ndagwo Dickson wa Ndirango kuma kuria Kieni kana Diki wa Kanini WAMATINGA ni arutaga wira mwega na umwire atindike project cia Kieni cirarugamire ciothe na citire budget-ini Kieni mina ndire budget-ini no anyita hau
ndanyita
Diki na kieha the show is top ushitago Benta the way WAMATINGA is articulating issues he is very genius kwa Mairurashio yeye ndiye atakuwa kusema Benta nake ni abia gufanga Rurashio
ndamuriria ge people
no ni ukaigirira haya Princess Shelly I conquer with our senator ushitago Princess Shelly asante sana na mundu gwade kadomeli haha domeli nyingi etago Liam Degwa truthful watching from Karen etago Liam Degwa are watching from Karen. There's so many messages ndona ni nyingi muno mama Mwangi thoko ya Karatina thank you muno rajirate kugeithie muno ara stream live ari kuria thoko ya Karatina ndeito wa muriithi geithia muri ucio na muritagwo Mato Sirikal tuned from Kafaru Mato Sirikal haya John Mwangi Monyere ucietagwo Monyere ni jaba kuria Kieni aja salimia senata sana no ageithia ni
ndageithika muno
ni Johnny thank you muno hana mundu ngwandikite ndumiriri haha etagwo Redia kana wa Promi geithia senata witu muno thayo muingi na wira wa patience kugeithia muno hana mundu ngwandika ndumiriri George Mugikuyu geithia senata
ndageithika muno
haya Jekeho badilisha senata wa WAMATINGA ni arashira wega etagwo Jekeho kana badilisha Joshua Michael Sonko hapa salimia incoming governor no ageithia ni jaba etagwo Sonko
ndageithika muno
akwita incoming governor ni guturaga
the next
au ni gutariria Sultan Musa geithia senata wa WAMATINGA muno uyu ni jaba thank you muno ndomiri ici ni nyingi muno na ndirari guthomere ku ndigeriko hena jaba etagwo Murago ari guku town etaga hasro 001 ajira gugeithie
ndageithika ni mundu wakwa muno
Isaac Mushoki arauga ati Isaac Mushoki nimekuona ni wandika ndomiriri mundu athi kwandika cigoka ingi yarika undu ndathoma ri cigoka ingi kenda kethome Frank Mwas othaya level 6 president alisema tutapewa machines ziko wapi
ndiraitokira kuda uma haha
senator ni ahatukira ku geithia super senator muno tago Rebecca wa Beki wa Bob ri kuria mathira autawira wa iruga
ndamumenya
ona wa Bob event
ndamumenya ndageithika muno wa Bob
ni jari beba rajira ni washira wega na kugeithia
ndageithika jari beba
asante sana hena mundu ngwandika ndumiriri haha reto Frank Mwangi Honorable John Kahuho geithia super senator waiting for 2027 governor Surebet arauga tago John Kahuho arauga gitikia governor ni Surebet tago Kahuho Isaac Mushoki ni akugeithia Penina wa Ngari wa Mwangi watching from Nyeri asante sana mware wa Doga the show is top ni wira na thayo Mwangi kuma Chinga good morning Waithaka tamuria amenyeire thimo cia gikuyuku koi onake ari mwana wa Maumau atakaye mwana wa Maumau atago hanja beto kwa Fantasy Kuria ari kuria ndarasha arajira ati the water he championed for Mbakisha hena mawa uratindika kuria Endarasha jabe etagwo ne go supportaga muno ndumire ni nyinge ni guthoma ndenda tuthie break senator ikerie tugicoka ri senator ni agutwira machine icio ciera na iro thibitari ya level 6 hihi ni manyitanira atongoria Nyeri matigirire ni cioka na mutigathi kuraihu nyandikira indumire cianyu na makiria ciuria wewe thaga senator nyandikira kiuria ndigithome nturacokereria
Jerusha.
Waigirira ko.
Ngoke yako ikia huko nani kwa my sister.
Mukanuta njira rendo umu uthinde na wira muingi muno ni.
Geke uragurire ko.
We ni guthaka ratha.
Ite icio harutire ko cia migio na njeki.
Atirire gite gike ni ndike importete kuma murimo we.
Ndini no ngutwe handu gavana aguraga ite. Haiya, tanto thione. Tuthie. Ogetekia kiugo giakwa.
Ndathi ndona ni urimo ni ugweteki.
Ti urimo. Tanto thione ite icio. Ni tuthie. Wone ite kwagira.
Tuthie. Ndugite ko guca ndukanude.
Rora kamera.
Atirire ginya kamera gathakagatha.
Urauga atia? Rora giti. Ukraina. Giti kiega. Giki nikio gitagwo kangaroo. Giti kiega.
Ni uko ni kwa makia.
Wira
ndiragura ciothe ici. Ici ciothe.
Na reke nguthitule. No transport yo heagwo bure guku. Transport ni bure.
Na gite kunjira ni kindetu wewe.
Ti nyamo icio hathire kugira cia migio na nyeki.
Ikamenya ni kiriko na kiriko ndirathura.
Ndugetikire gicono gutagiki. Generation Furniture Mart ni njuru cia wendi wa furniture star, kabati, metha, dining table, itada, gatakati kaingi ni gukugatira uge muta uyu gwaku. Tuce duka-ini itu muno wa skuta, account ya Nyeri kana uhure thimu namba 0721 174 477 na ni tuka delivery. Generation Furniture Mart, where quality meets comfort. Kuiwatira Musa kurira kwa jithero Ro Andi Wawa featuring Elizabeth Nyabere taskiza tuni ya thimu yaku hihinya *837 *3260# okenagie hare marakorera thimu na rugambi ruru.
Sharia hado ugithomera gukunya gita, piano kana migambo niyo vocals. Rehoboth School of Music maheyanaga mathomo ma kirathi kia iguru muno. Macerere Nyeri Town haria opposite Naiva Supermarket kana waranirie nao kuhetukira namba cio cia thimu 0715 031 506. Rehoboth School of Music, cama wa rwimbo ni inanda.
Thank you muno murori witu wa GTN TV ngamucokeria ngatho nyingi muno. Senator wa Nyeri ari guku na nirathi nambe na gutwira ari okuo na ndirathoma andu meici anyu ni nyingi ndiona andu a Endarasha, ngona andu a Mathira, ngona andu a Kieni, ngona andu Thaya nikacokia ngatho nyingi muno. Guku ni kwa GTN nyongerere ndumiri ciganona nigetha turie senator. Kamiti iyo akoragwo ya energy. Niwe chairman wa kamiti ya energy thini wa bunge ya Senate. Nikuga gitikiwe na kioneki ya bũrũri witu wa Kenya. nä tå gå tarä maå ndå megiä thitima na maå ndå matiganä kansora gä cohi anjä gå geithie arä må kå rå-inä
ndagä ka må no
na gaconi kä ng'ori good morning Mr. Waithaka ndä rakå igua wega må no ndä kå ndå gwä tagwo kamå-inä geithia senata må no WAHOME WAMATINGA nä må tongoria njamba na må ndå wä kä oneki kä nene må no bå rå ri-inä å yå witå thengio må no kä ng'ori wa Wantaibu favored say hi to my friend mheshimiwa umesalimiwa ni Wantaibu pe ora hura thimu ndingihota kuoya ndarenga no ni guthoma ndumiriri ha ungiandika ndumiriri no thome matu sirikali ni guthomete ndingenda naura gojiri ucio ari kuria Nairobi watching live from Nairobi Penina Wangare good morning watching from Nyeri Jedwali Africa Marketers Samuel Waithaka good morning Salimia Senator WAHOME WAMATINGA articulating issues very well we are looking forward to an even better 2024 Soro Wachaka tuned in kama kawaida Thego River Ward to be specific Lower Thego tuko nyuma ya Super Senator hadi tamati WAMATINGA is a genius aka Murero ni ushowe ashita go Soro alikuria shaka marato irorera jari beba ni guthomete gaciwa watai araja ndugetikire murimu wa macani arengo ciringi 5 o hari kilo hau naho ndiramenya ugate ni ukora kai murimu wa macani ararengo the show is stop thank you muno Senator ukoro committee ya energy
thank you Kenya bejuge atire nyambe joka u ha ciringi 5 murimu wa macani ni twambe tuge murimu wa macani arongereirwo mbeca kiria guthiaga ni ati tukiurana na katela ici cia macani mutui wa macani ni ahinyagiriria mukuri wa macani muno na ure twauga ni atiriri angikorwo magoti tukota kukuria bururi uyu witu no nginya twambe twitikire ithuothe no nginya tukorwo tukiriha igoti na nikio twenda kuga atiriri mundu wothe kana ni ngu urendia kana ni muthanga urendia kana ni mahua urakuria ithuothe twitikire kuriha o kanini kenyu na kenyu cio ni renda tondu ndeka mucho tucoka tugeka harambe ukuhonaga ri mundu uria ukuragia macani tunuwe wina murwaru kometuru kukomaire thibitari agokagete angimugira mutangathi tae mutetitani na muthaki wa mubira na kindu kira kingi tuthie tugeke harambe handu hatuikage harambe uguo magokana ragi makagukari reke tukorwo tukiriha magoti nigetha tuhote guthondeka thibitari citu infrastructure citu digital social services ikorwo ire sawa ati gutiri mwana wa ndigwa uri agaguthi cukuru tondu ndari muciari tondu gukorwo kwina system cia kurihira ngiriki hau guthie kubona energy ta cia wa energy nyambe juge ni tuthiete wega ni tugeretie muno no ni hari kaundu very disappointing tondu na hani gwenda kuria minister na ni ndirandikire marwa ndirandikira ginya president ndiramwira tuoya giti ni ndathiurukire bururi uyu ngika kindu gwitwo inquiry ni undu wa cost ya power tukiona kila kiratuma power ikorwo ri na goro muno undu wa mbere ni dithuru tondu mai ni mathiete demu ni ciathiete thi mai magakorwo demu itire na mai koguo twahuthagira generators cia dithuru kuruta thitima dithuru ni kugura turagura kahinda gaka demu citu ni cihurite ni mwe mundu gwito PS aumete guku gwitu na ni ndiramwirire ndagetikirie andu aya matuhinyiririe na hari kaundu ndira karatwikaga kumakia muno most of the power energies sector nyingi cia energy organization nyingi itongoragio ni andu akuma mwena uri ungi kaundu kau ni karamakiria muno na ndirera bwana PS na ndiramwandikira marua na ndiramwira tondu andu ani marauga uri mundu mwega muno ndugakorwo nawe ni compromise etu wabirie gwikio muhuko na andu ani ndimu ndukariganirwo minister uri kuo no wali ku hinde ya uhuru akivutwo ni uhuru na kaundu kau no wega twarire tondu turaugire riria kuri kuru tukauga ni kuru riria kuri kwega tukauga ni kwega kaundu kau ni ndionire kari kega muno njuge kira makene atiriri demu citu ni jihuru na demu citu cihurite ri mai ni kurekerio mararekererio no thogora wa thitima nducokete thi hindi ngitwira go tukerwo ni kindu gwitwo cost ya diesel riu cost ya diesel hatikiri tondu ndeiguire PS akiuga TV ni ria thitima cirega kura airport 98% of power that turahuthira ni renewable koguo ni kuga 2% niyo turahuthira generator ngenda ukiuria atiriri angikorwo cost ya energy ni 98% ni renewable koguo ni mai turahuthira na geothermal geothermal ni 5 kilowatt per 5 cents per kilowatt hour ya mai ni 24 cents per kilowatt hour thitima yake agakogwa theneki twambe tugere thitima ni yambegwe meri iganona demu cia hwari ni turu demu ni cia hwa ni kwambata ni to understand no ni ndirandikire CS marwa ndirandikire president marwa na twacoka bunge ni gutwara petition to ni eno ni Waithaka ndaugire andu itu matikahinyiririo ndi hau na gutikumakania mundu uri hau kane murwa maitu kane mwari wa maitu so long as ndure kura kwagirire ndi kwiraga hindi ingi twathiuruka bururi uyu twaugire cost of power kila contribute one single major contributor ni imported diesel kana heavy oils ile tutaga bururi wanja no riu tondu twina mai maituri demu ciothe ni njihuru ri itikigwe thi
thitoke ni igwe
token ya mbegwe na 30% 40% mai ningi maho ri twiro ne abata tondu mai ne mekatia ni to understand but it is not acceptable.
Yes.
And that is what I wrote to the president.
Na ni urarwirira
muno na niye reke ngwire haguoya hau ne hoitari na nikio raiguire riria kuratwikire ati indo cia bururi ni ikwendio ndirarugamire bunge ndirauga your excellency sir ndugetikire ria umagara bathie makinya meri gukagea na arume mari andikaga indo cia bururi machikira auction ndiramwira that is have a candid discussion gitumi ndira kuga ta waithaka ni turaugire kindu gitwo NSSF tuongerere mbeca iria turerutaga ndauga ni kinya riega muno angikorwo turarutaga ciringi 200 ri riu tukuruta kuringana na percentage ya mushara uria urathukuma ri mbeca icio citu cia pension itigatwike ikuigwa hau ciagwo ne arume kana ikombagirwo arume reke tu invest koguo twenda kuga ni KICC twenda ku privatize ri tuge NSSF ne igure 30% nigetha mbeca ciakwa iria ndiraruta ciaku iria uraruta mwana kira munini wa ndiko na miaka 25 miaka 30 mbeca ciake igakorwo igikura kundu kuriku koguo thi pension yakahona kuona mbeca cia gwika atia cia kuheo but it is very unfortunate ati bururi uyu witu tukoretwo tugikuria pensions cia andu anaja tugathi tukagira mbeca Denmark tugathi tukagira mbeca Sweden tukagira mbeca Germany tugoka tuka invest guku tugakuria pension cia andu ariku kahinda ni gakinyu tukuria pension itu na tondu turamiongereire tutiraruta ciringi 200 ri reke mbeca cio twaruta nacio ci investwo ni thirikari hari indo citu nigetha value ya ciki haicha ona mbeca citu kaicha value maundu macio ni motwenda kuona tukenda kuga atiriri ni kuringi nacio tukuga icio ona ciagirwo ni itinangi cendio scrap metal gitumine giki
honge imwe cia thirikari
niki gigutuma tuture tunengagira carbon ta Kenya Airways every year 16 billion ni hathara irathie na twarora tukona atiri ndiri profit irare no twarora tukona atiri Kenya Airways kiruhonge rumwe ni rwa private no ni rathondeka hathara Kenya Power 41% ni privatized tukoria atiri why should the government bail niki gutuma thirikari irute mbeca inengere Kenya Power 41% ni private ithia gutura kiona hari mundu raku gutama hukuota
hari mundu raku uru
ni had maundu manu muturaugire tuguthondeka nie ndicia manu wa energy bill cio ni nyandikite mawatho macio turenda gucenjia tugucenjia tugia atiriri korwo organization 41% kana gicunji fulani ni private kiagia na mathi kiagia na mathina ona tukona nacio private makirehe kwa thirikari iraruta ciringi igana na 41% ni private kuga ciringi 41 ikauma kuri private sector but it cannot be igoti riaku na igoti riakwa niro ririthia guteithia ndurika cia andu iremetwo ni ku manage organization that goes for KQ goes for Kenya Power na igeni geta icio na maundu macio no nginya tucenjie na tungiaga gucenjia ni kuga ati tugutura o uria njugaga kaingi ng'ombe ya mutheni iture kamagiro ruru tutingetikira uguo gutuika wira aku no kuhengo ku mbembe ikareke itumbe kwa neighbor itumbe rikareo ni ciana cia neighbor kahinda ni gakinyu nguku ino ni garure kiongo riu rekeria kamunyongoro ku kwa neighbor ku kwa private sector yo irekie kwa mutheni itumbe rurugiro mwana wa mutheni na ririo ni mwana wa mutheni
tukeri horo igie itumbe akiuga nguku ino ira hero irio haha igakamirwo ikareke itumbe kwa neighbor turore Mount Kenya region acigo itu gia kirima na tukiete na deputy president Rigathi wa Gachagua no akiuga wega muno wari chairman wa CDF wake ngai yake mwambararia oremwe kiroko kimwe na tukirora Mount Kenya region kuringana na atongoria kirima aria maragia ruthiomi ru turaria ni moragia ruthiomi rimwe kana andu ni atukanu
Kenya beguri atiriri kumo hinde ya ndemi na mathathi thwiri anakorwo rinene muno ya mugikuyu no mugikuyu kuririkani hindi ya bara ya mau ti muthungu wahuraga mugikuyu ni ngati ni komerera ni kamatimu mahura mugikuyu umuthi tuli thirikari-ini o tore twari hindi ya Moi twari hindi ya Kibaki no twari hindi ya Kenyatta thu nene ya mugikuyu no mugikuyu na ithuĩ mugikuyu ndimenya kĩrĩa gĩtũmaga twĩtĩkie atĩ ndingĩhoria your candle yakwa nĩ gũshine brighter. It is not true. Njoke njuge mugikuyu haria tukinyite no nginya tumenye mbogo itire ciare hamwe ni kwendana iria hamwe ni kugitanira ni gwenda kuririkania andu mararia ruthiomi ruru ndiraria bururi uyu tutiendetwo wanathikiriria kwana kinya handu gukerwo 42 against 1 kaundu kau kana karo kali bururi uyu twana kinya handu tukahatiririe na nikio raigua ndoiga mu president Shirali ho Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta rekei tumuhe gitio ona tungiriganwo ni undu ungiarekire tutikariganwo 207 tuli hatikaini mundu warugamire na nyumba eno itu akiuga ihe Mũgĩkũyũ ndakũragwo rĩngĩ nĩ Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta. Ũmũthĩ tũngĩrora mũndũ ũrĩa mũng'ethanĩro ũgũtwara Raila Amolo Odinga manyitanĩro ũikarĩire gĩtĩ nĩo matũhũrire ta kĩndũ gũkua kĩrĩo na njĩra rũrĩrĩ ndamũthaitha mũtikariganĩrwo nĩ ũguo mũtikanariganĩrwo nĩ ũguo na nĩkĩo rĩgire ndauga wa Ithaka rĩrĩa tũranĩrĩra ũhoro wa mathirĩ ithuĩ andũ a nyũmba ya Gĩkũyũ na Mũmbi tutikanĩrĩre na kanua kanene gĩtũmi nĩ atĩ project iria nyingĩ Uhuru wa Kenyatta aratigire oya aratigire kũndũ kũrĩkũ kũndũ gũkũ kwĩna barabara cia Mau Road kilomita 572
Mau Road
mbeca icio ciatigĩtwo cia kombo rĩu tũngĩthiĩ kwanagĩrĩra tukiuga gwakombirwo tutikurĩha rĩ ithuĩ andũ arĩa mara-affectwo nĩ ithuĩ andũ ya Gĩkũyũ na Mũmbi kagwaci karĩa tũratigirwo twaumbĩkĩrwo nĩ Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta kagwaci ka mwana wa mũciĩ ona korwo nĩ mathiri arakombire tũrĩhe tũkirĩte tondũ mathiri tũkũrĩha bũrũri wothe no project ile kũndũ kũrĩkũ
ciĩgũkũ
mũtwe wa kerĩ tutikanariganĩrwo atĩ andũ aya no mokĩre rĩngĩ macoke hau twarĩ kahinda gaka na thaithe andũ aitũ nĩ mũĩ gĩcegũ kĩa Mũgĩkũyũ gĩtingagĩrwo ndũrũme igĩrĩ gĩcegũ kĩa Mũgĩkũyũ at any given time gĩkagĩrwo ndũrũme kĩ na njuge kaũndũ karĩa karĩho nĩ atĩ ndũrũme itũ ĩrĩa ĩrĩ gĩcegũ rita rĩrĩ ĩgũtwo Rigathĩ wa Gachagua kũngũ maitũ no thaka wake akorwo arĩ mũirũ akorwo arĩ mũkuhĩ akorwo hana atĩa o mũthuri wathiĩ na mutumia wathiĩ na hau kana tũmĩrĩo tuomoro tũmĩkengeria tũgacurĩria gatũrũme gaka gaitũ nginya gakamenya kũrũgĩra gĩtũmi nĩ gĩkĩ tũngĩtuĩka tũgatwara cia ndũrĩrĩ tuĩka nĩ kũnyitĩra tũkanyitĩra gakũnyitĩra ndigũkĩenda gũkĩarĩgwo twĩ TV-inĩ gatirĩ kagwatia no uma nĩ atĩrĩrĩ nĩ tũĩ Gĩkũyũ thĩna wakĩo nĩ atongoria aitũ kũhũrana kũrengana magũrũ tugakinya handũ no kahinda gaka tũtingĩabondi kũhũrana kahinda gaka tũtingĩabondi gũtinania magũrũ na nĩkĩo tũraigua ngiuga tũrore mathĩna marĩa mothe twĩnamo na tũmenye kagutwe ka mũciĩ gatika kagwa gendi tũcokanĩrĩrie mathĩna maitũ tũrore nĩ tũĩ atĩ korwo nĩ mbeũ njĩthĩ gũtirĩ mawĩra ũguo nĩ tũĩ atĩ korwo nĩ gĩthomo ithuĩ andũ aitũ nĩo mathomire mũno ũguo nĩ twĩrire kwĩna thĩna wa mbeca kahũa iria na macani kagire mbeca koguo nĩ ithuĩ ahinyĩrĩrĩku no maũndũ macio tũthondeke tũkirĩte tutakwanĩrĩra tutakũrumana no mũno makĩria tutikanariganĩrwo bũrũri ũyũ tutikanyararwo na ithuĩ twĩnyarare tutikanyariganwo tutiendetwo na nĩkĩo ronire kũrokirwo kũrĩa gũthura kĩrĩa parliament ya Yara niĩ ndĩ WAMATINGA ngiuga irĩ Gĩkũyũ itirĩ ũkabi ũkĩririkanaga mwanake ona hake nĩ gwĩtwo kanini kega atũhũraga ta kĩndũ gĩkwa kĩrĩo no rĩrĩa gwatuĩkire gĩtĩ kĩu nĩ gĩgũcario nĩ Mũgĩkũyũ twarĩkanĩire irĩ mũciĩ itirĩ ũkabi twambe tũriganĩrwo nĩ mbara citũ cia mũciĩ twambe tũrũe no yake na nĩ njugaga kaingĩ ĩngĩgoka ya mũhĩrĩga cia nyũmba tũkamba tũgatigana nacio tũkamba kũrũa ĩrĩa yake ya mũhĩrĩga harĩa tũrĩ ha kingship harĩa tũrĩ ha kũrora ũrũmwe wa Mũgĩkũyũ twambe tũriganĩrwo nĩ mathĩna maitũ mothe twambe tũriganĩrwo maũndũ maya mothe marĩ gũkũ mũciĩ twambe tũririkane atĩ ita rĩtarĩ ndundurwo na njũgũ makĩ rĩu tũrore mũndũ ũrĩa senior most politician thĩinĩ wa Gĩkũyũ gwĩtwo Rigathĩ wa Gachagua niĩ mũthuri ũcio nĩ ndĩmũĩ tondũ ndĩrarĩ ciamano wake mĩaka 5 nĩ ndĩmũĩ nginya mbere ĩyo na nĩ njũĩ nĩ mũndũ ũngĩkoma agĩũkĩra eciragia nyũmba ya Gĩkũyũ na Mũmbi tũmũnyitĩrĩre tondũ rĩu ndaragĩthiĩte mũno na nĩ hĩndĩ arakĩrĩ MP Mathira ndamenyekanĩte wega mũno Kenya ng'ima no tũririkane ona nginya ona kĩrĩkanĩro-inĩ Moses rĩrĩa atwaraga Isiraeli kũrĩa bũrũri wa ciĩranĩro akinya handũ werũ-inĩ mbara ĩkĩneneha mũno nĩ kwagire mũndũ ũgwĩtwo Huri na mũndũ ũgwĩtwo Harũni arĩa mamũtirire moko nĩgetha ndagatuĩke wa kũhotererio rĩu ngĩre nyũmba itũ ya Gĩkũyũ na Mũmbi ithuĩ tũrĩ athure ta nĩ senator wa WAHOME ithuĩ nĩ ithuĩ Harũni na Huri wa Rigathĩ wa Gachagua na inyuĩ mũgĩtutire moko nĩgetha ndakahotere tondũ gũngĩgatuĩka Gĩkũyũ nĩ gakorwo kĩ hatĩka-inĩ gũngĩgatuĩka nĩ gũkaura itu tũtumagarĩte ndaro citũ irĩ nja nĩ tũkaga tũngĩtũmaga twanũrĩre ndaro icio ũguo tũkwenda tũnyitane na andũ itũ matikanariganĩrwo ti kũrĩ hamwe nĩ kwendana nĩ kũrĩ hamwe nĩ kũgitanĩra tondũ bũrũri ũyũ tũtiendetwo nĩkĩo ũrarora ũngĩrora hararutwo Mũgĩkũyũ hagekĩrwo Mũnandĩ hakarutwo Mũgĩkũyũ hagekĩrwo mũndũ ũngĩ nyũmba itũ ndĩendete bũrũri ũyũ na no nginya tũrũgame na mũgambo ũmwe na twanĩrĩre na kiugo kĩmwe tuge tũtigwĩtĩkĩra kũnyarirwo tũkĩonaga tondũ tũngĩaga gwĩka ũguo rĩ andũ aya nĩ magũtũkwata mahukuota tũngĩaga gwĩka ũguo rĩ imamu cia ciana citũ nĩ tũgatiga twacina na ngũririkane tũgĩthiũrũrũka hĩndĩ ya campaign tũugaga tũraguthũgama na andũ aya erĩ hatarĩ ũmwe witũ hari Raila agĩtũcaria gĩtĩ gĩa president hari Ruto agĩcaria gĩtĩ gĩa president hatirĩ ciarĩirwo gũkũ no tũkiuga tũritũ tikanariganĩrwo nĩ kĩmamo gĩa ciana citũ tũrenda gũthondeka tigagĩtuĩke twagĩthondeka tucoke tuitĩrie maguta ma tawa tureke mũndũ ũngĩ akĩmundia tingĩtĩkĩra ũguo na nĩkĩo tũraugire ithuĩ tũkũrũgama na nyũmba itũ ya Gĩkũyũ na Mũmbi harĩa harĩ na kĩhoto tũkaria harĩa nyũmba itũ iratindĩkĩrwo tũkaria tondũ tũtikanariganĩrwo tũtingĩnyararwo na ithuĩ twĩnyarare tũtingĩmenwo na ithuĩ twĩmene hau maũndũ macio nĩguo tũgũtindĩka na njuge atĩ ndarora tũtithiĩte ũru thirikari-inĩ ĩno ndarora kĩrĩa hatarĩ nĩ atĩ tũtirĩ tũragĩa na mũthamaki ũmwe nĩ kũmwaka tũramwaka na kahinda kadauga gĩcegũ kĩa Mũgĩkũyũ kĩhingagĩrwo ndũrũme kĩ
andũ metĩkĩre
twĩtĩkĩre tũmĩake na ndauga kũngũ maitũ no thaka wake nĩgetha tũmaũtũ tũrĩho tũthiĩ tũkĩhumbagĩra njaga ya mũthamaki nĩ kũhumbĩrwo humbagĩrwo o nginya rũrĩrĩ rũrũ bũrũri wothe ũkona mũndũ ũcio nĩetĩkĩrĩka thĩinĩ wa kũndũ kũrĩkũ na ndari andũ matikariganĩrwo itarĩ ndundu rĩkahũrwo na njũgũma kĩ
ĩmwe
na njũgũma ĩmwe
thank you muno Senator thome ndũmĩrĩri cigana na no ario wega ũhoro wĩgiĩ Mũgĩkũyũ kwĩna andũ marakĩnjĩraga ĩhĩ wa ithaka 2027 harĩa president ahota gũkagarũrũka Riggy G ekĩre mũndũ ũngĩ ciaca icio nĩ ũciguaga kana icio
reke njuge atĩrĩrĩ ciaca icio irĩ kuo na gĩtĩ kĩa deputy president position ya deputy president nĩ prerogative ya president mũndũ ũrĩa kwenda gũthura na nĩkĩo no nginya twĩbange ati tũngĩkageria gũthakĩrwo karata tũkagĩa na mũgambo witũ na nĩkĩo ndoiga haha athikĩrĩria na eroreri Gĩkũyũ gũtirĩ mũndũ mendete gũtirĩ na tũtikanehenia
no gũthakwo
karata kangĩũria gũthakwo hĩndĩ ya Mwai wa Kĩbakĩ no nyende kũririkania andũ twathakĩirwo karata ya 42 against 1 na no twoire gĩtĩ tondũ kĩrĩa tũkũbatara no mũndũ twake mũndũ ũrĩ na hinya tũrĩa twari na Mwai wa Kĩbakĩ tũtikũbatara mũndũ ũngĩ ũma nĩ atĩ gĩthurano kĩu kĩrathirĩ kĩrau ũtarĩ na Mount Kenya region ndũngĩa presidency bũrũri ũyũ koguo ithuĩ tũkũbatara tũgĩe na njamba kĩ ithuothe twake na to consolidate around that njamba ĩmwe na nĩkĩo tauga rĩu nĩ Rigathĩ wa Gachagua ona arĩa mangĩkoiga magwĩka rĩ tũkauga hapana twĩna njamba itũ handũ harĩkũ Mwai wa Kĩbakĩ ahĩtĩtwo nĩ kabira 42 no no tukire president tondu ithuĩ twarĩ mwena kĩ ũmwe
jambo kiongozi Nyeri kuga na gwĩka kabaru nĩ thayũ geithia senator na ũmũcokerie ngatho niwe watũmire nduĩke MCA honorable kabaru no ageithio nĩ njiri na nauga atĩ nĩ ngarĩha thirĩ ũcio 2027
thank you muno njiri
no watũmire njiri ikarĩre
gĩtĩ ithuĩ twamwakire
arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ
asante sana
harĩ mũndũ ũngĩtagwo mwĩre akinyĩrio hau good job nĩ nyina wa Mbogo wa Kamũirinĩ Othaya stage harĩa stage Othaya hena gĩskirini kĩrĩa hau kĩa GTN taguo menye matereba mothe ma Nakons andũ a Mawati hoka iria ciothe cirĩ hau meroreire senator hau
very good
taguo nĩ makũgeithia
nĩguo ndorĩ ngĩna kangĩ kĩngĩ karatira na kĩngĩ Nyeri ũguo nĩgetha andũ aitũ magaikara makĩona ũrĩa tũratarĩria maũndũ ma bũrũri andũ makanyita
thank you senator geithia WAHOME WAMATINGA mũno no geithio nĩ mũndũ ũrĩa Nairobi arajĩrĩtagwo Wachira hi wa Ithaka say hi to my senator mwĩre thĩna witũ no bei ya maguta nĩ Jabezi I'm watching ciĩtagwo Jabezi arauga nĩ watching thome ndũmĩrĩri ingĩ ithatũ nĩgetha senator hena mũndũ wĩtagwo Shiniz arĩ kũrĩa Nyeri town arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ thengio mũno nawe ũrahũrĩra senator thimũ ndangĩhota kuoya twĩ mĩtambo-inĩ ndikana mũndũ wake ndokĩmũgweta nĩ makiuga senator ndũrũkĩra ndambo
mũndũ hiyo renda gwetwo
athengio mũno ndona mũndũ gwĩtwo Jackie aranjĩra arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ mũno nagithio nĩ Jack no ageithio nĩ mwarimũ wĩtagwo Mike arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ no ageithio nĩ mũndũ wĩtagwo Mwangi kuma Kagisha mwĩre tũgũthikĩrie twĩ mũkawa-inĩ wĩtagwo 2NJ Kagisha Kagisha nĩ wakomenya
ndamenya
asante sana nĩ ciĩtagwo Mwangi kuma Kagisha Jigo ndathoma message yaku ũcio nake nĩ Ngirigasha wa kũrĩa Chigati Factory arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ aranjĩra no ageithio nĩ aruti a wĩra a Chigati Factory me mĩtambo-inĩ
ndageithĩka mũno
senator tukiuma horo wĩgiĩ Mount Kenya ndona mũndũ wĩtagwo Mugambi Kevin ino ndagũthoma nĩ arĩ njĩra nĩ arĩ rakara mũno Mugambi Kevin nĩ akũgeithia
ndageithĩka
mũno wa WAMATINGA no ageithio nĩ Gĩtĩci na ndingĩhota kuoya thimũ Gĩtĩci nĩ akũgeithia
ndageithĩka
arĩ mĩtambo-inĩ mũno tagwo ithe wa Ndau Soro wa Chaka nĩ ngũthoma Judy wa Wanjohi nĩ thayũ na wĩra geithia governor 2027 na ũgeithie Moses Maina kuma Mũrũgũrũ Gatitũ Mũrũgũrũ andũ marĩ Gatitũ magũthikĩrĩirie asante sana Harrison Muna yakuni ndathoma thengio mũno John Kahuho ira senator Karima yothe nĩ ngenu nĩ wĩra wa wake mwega. Miss Muthoni Githaiga kairitu gaka nega kuria thambu na no akaheire wira au ni ngatho aranjira ari mitambo-ini
very good.
Asante sana Senator. No ari horo wigi kirima kuri mundu ranjirire Senator katamuri atiriri niki gitumaga atongoria a Mount Kenya region guti handu muikaraga thi mukaria kuri hindi kwera go hindi ya campaign one man one vote one shilling tumoru twathire ko to one man one vote one shilling
thank you muno gucira kiu ni kierio kiega muno hihi atathikiriria ingi kana erori ingi ni makoro makirigwo igwenda kumatariria mbogo ndiri yathura mumioni ta mumianiriri maundu macio kuri ma one man one vote one shilling no nyambe ngwire ta CDF uri raheanwo kahinda gaka iraheanwo kuringana na uingi wa wodi tuthie na mbere ikuheanwo na uingi wa andu maundu matutianagirira gitumi niki ndauga tutiendetwo bururi uyu kaundu gothe kambagiria na mugikuyu kahura gota kindu gigukua kirio koguo nikio maundu maingi urona tugika tureka tukirite maundu tikwaria maundu ni guthondeka mawatho nyamu icio rigo tukiuga horo wa universal health ni andu itu mararigwo na nikio raigwo nginya ikihuru turauga atiriri universal health ri mundu uria tuguteithia majority ya bururi ni mugikuyu ungirora ria twathondeka igoti turirihaga turi andu aingi no andu aria marikoragwo magiteithika ni andu a nyumba itu turauga atiriri tutikwanirira maundu maria tureka tukwaria kahora tondu no tuthie twanirire na nikio igwa ndauga horo wa Uhuru wa Kenyatta tukinegena nyumba ya Gikuyu na Mobi tutikariganirwo kagwa ci twatigire twaumbikirwo tuthie twakanirire ndurire ici ingi igakira cirore ciuge mau rodi kare urira kujira no Mount Kenya kwari na mau kamuge no ke Mount Kenya we yathi warwirirwo mauge ihe kuria ri na ndeithe to marwirire ithe kuria Mombasa tutikie kuria andu mari kuo andu acio ria marikira mambirie kuri ciuria icio ri mariuga mathiri macio tutikure hari haine maku Mount Kenya koguo tukicira andu aitu ndimuthaithe rekei tukaroraga ona andu aria marugamaga mitambo-ini kugaga Uhuru wa Kenyatta anga mathiri maingihire turarie na mihehu tondu ithu tuwe na tukurora mathabu ni turona indo iria nyingi ciokira kundu kuriko tora barabara no umite Keno igoka nginya Marua duo college tora teno ngi Mwai wa Kibaki atigire atwakira ahuria biashara ingi bururi uyu ni uri ni Gikuyu tutikana riganirwo ona tukianagirira ati kagwa cigaitu twatigire twaumbikirwo no gatuika ga kumburio koguo ni andu marauga horo wa one man one shilling one vote dolari uri ni maheni kire tureka turarie na mihe
ni muciaragia
tariu ungirora basari umuthi ithe ndiagiturete CDF chairman
wa mathira ni uheanite
ithe dikianite basari miaka mingi riu no ngwire becire ciakora gukumathira ri ni rongererekire na milioni 30 na mugwanja riu ni 60
from 37 million to 60
yes
basari ya mumbunge
niki gitumi niki watho tugathondeka tuga basari ni heano ki ward riu tuguthii gututhiangite tuge ihie tiki ward ni heano ki population to turathi tugithiite hari one man one vote one shilling kira gwikaga utongoria ni wendaga wara muingi muno na muingatwo na njogoma ni acokaga muingatwo na kihoto ndacokaga twathi twamera ihe ward ni wingi wa andu ri riu tutikiure ni wingi wa ward tuthi tuge ihe ward tigana ni wingi wa
andu
tuthi okahora
sana tatukiaria horo wigie mukuro-ini tetu na uthaya andu cio ni maguthikiriirie ni icigo cia bunge ona andu matiriaga igakinyanda ni gutuikaga uthaya ni kunino ni gutukanirwo naki ini uthia senate ukagitira constituency ici
ekagwire atiriri status quo umuthi nturi tetu no uthaya na mukuro-ini ni ri ciitagwo thiini wa katiba cierirwo protected constituencies ekagwire korwo no gutuike maundu maria mangi mothe ni makuhitana ri de senator wa Nyeri no jitikire ni tuninwo constituency
ati uthani ono na nio
ni kiria ndingika ri na ni gutindika ndame muno ri nikieni na mathira cigayanio
ituike icigo cia bunge
igiri gitumi niki turathi tukona kuri ga constituency kena andu 10,000 kindu kena andu 30,000 koguo turi na tetu ri ni kuga kuri constituency nini kuri tetu ati gani maita meruga tukane constituency cigana igiri na nitwagwa tukauga hindi ya Mwai wa Kibaki na muthurisho ndugutwa tumuhete gitio muno ni twarutire wira wari mwega muno no hari andu aria magiru kumuteithia macungire kirathi nikio muthurathi ugakora gicigo giki gitu gia gatarati twina andu aingi muno aikari no parliamentarians tu na nini muno tondu constituency citu ugathi wakora kuri mu MP urathuru haro iro na kura ngiri magana mugwanja 700,000 votes
MP waro iro takingara Peter Kingara no
Lule, is that fair representation? Ugathi wakora kundu guturamu kana undu gutona ukugarisa kundu gutona ku Madera MP arathuru ni kura ngiri 20 no ati vote yanyu ni imwe. That is not fair.
Mwathi bunge
vote ni moja. Maundu macio ni motwara tucenjie no tukumacenjia gradually. Gitumi ogu ndacoke na njokere ringi muingatwo na kihoto ndacokaga tuguthi tumerite muhana mwakiona kweli konero irori kone tukuya constituency imwe ni andu igana ri dikiume constituency mugwanja no mane atiriri gutire existing togiende tugwetekere thire no iria nene ni tukugaya taru kinyere ntwagiro tugie mathira East na West ko constituency igere
acio ni MP
kieni East na West ko constituency ciga igere gitumi ni ate uige wa andu ni wagire democracy ni about representation na ndakwira lolo metokiambiria ngwirire lolo imwe yako ata senator ni ku represent then it must be fair representation lukire tuko ni dine ko define atire what is fair representation no tugika maundu mare tukwihura githuri tutikwanirira tuguthio kahora o tugithaithaga tuhuthire carrot and stick ha tukamera twikire ikaundu gaka ndi tugageka kangi no umane ati eventually muge kuyo forori uyu no ginya again his rightful place politically and economically na tugihota gwika uguo kahua iria machani macadamia avocado pyrethrum igie mbeca tugihota gwika uguo tugi create more democratic space koroni constituency cionene iguo nene tucitinanie nigetha tukorwo na andu ingi agwika atia no muno makiria tugikaga uguo ri nyamu ino ya competence based tumitindike muno tondu mugikuyu taranda citu ni rorira thi muno tora kamona uto Samido Samido akinyira form ki
na ni muini urahota kupush crowd
gitumuthigari no ni arahota guthukumira andu ake
na talent
yake mugikuyu maundu maya maingi Uhuru aratigiria ambiriria ni ithu tungiteithika kaundu ka mwisho na gutuika kaundu kau tutire tuna karia kana igudu tukahutietia ne tukahutia niwe dawa cia kulevya na njohi ni gumeire mugikuyu muno gitaro kia gacere gatagati na nikyo ngoda ucokeria president deputy president na second lady gatho ni campaign ino makoretwo magitindika ya kweria ciana citu njohi-ine bangi-ine na dawa cia kulevya gitumi koron turatigiriire na turarekerio tuthii uguo uririkane gutire county ingi thiini wa Kenya ikoretwo kumiirwo ni njohi na cia haramu na dawa cia kulevya ta gitaro gia gatagati na nguririkanie dawa ici nyamu icio igioka ciarehirwo ni mundu gwitwo Moi nigetha nine mugikuyu na ithui itonga citu aigia biashara huria biashara makirigwo ni kuona uguo njohi cio makiingihia njohi iria thumu ciana citu irakinyete andu guthira irathiraga njokerie Ngai ngatho tondu haria turi aingi ni matigite njokerie Ngai ngatho tondu campaign ino ni iraciara maciaro no ni gwenda kuga atiriri twimenyerere muno tutigatuike muiya tureheire dawa cia kulevya tutigatuike muiya tureheire dawa thumu nigetha nine mugikuyu kugie nake mundu ungi anyite ikundi cia turaga kuo acicokia nigetha ithu nyumba yake twambirie kuninana twicunge muno na nikyo ndenda kuga andu aitu gutire mundu twendete koguo ngigathio kore na tutigetikiria andu aitu ciana citu cirute njohi-ine tucirute bangi-ine ndawa cia kulevya mundu ungi nake acinyite acokie mbaki-ine tondu iguka guthenia atimia aitu iguka guthenia iretu aitu anake cire mambia guthenia no anake aitu koguo twicunge muno na mutikana riganirwo ati Moi njohi ino iro turanywa guku ungithina haha ikamba ndungimikora
ndirikuo
gutire kuria ri ni kundu kuriku
kwena nginya tungiturokire ndira ikono kare twari karokire
ini
na koru muno
no rakora ngirathi teno ragano ni anake 10 othe makario
ndeka igire ni ariu andu acio anake acio nyamu irathie kachina mwiri kanina mwiri biu na riu ngirora ni ndu atu sign turatu hojire uthi handu kanitha warora ukarora kona kaire tukabu kona gatani kahunu ukarora kala gatani kahunu warora na kitu ni mambirie guthera tondu gacohi kaka nitwikite atia andu itu twetikira kunyitira mbeu njithe na twetikire kumanyitira matigane na njohi ici twetikira kumanyitanira nigetha micii yao irugame na tutikana riganirwo ruru rwa na hukajao ni guthira rwikaga atia ruthiraga senator tukirikia uhoro wigie Kenya kwanza na igoti arora ni aki
reke njuge atiriri kaundu kau karigio ni mundu tokarungo wa thango turi kuria mathiko maithe wa methu kuria Nyandarua ni tuwe magoti ma Kenya kuri majaji mega muno majaji mari kihoto no tutikanariganirwo ati Kenya murimu uria munene muno utukoragwo gwituthenia ni murimu witagwo corruption ichoketie bururi ona thutha tutikanariganirwo marito metagwo Goldenberg marito metagwo agrorism handu majaji manyitanaga na andu bururi ukayuo mbeca na nikyo nyita mundu kiumbe ni ndirandika bill itwaro igoti-ini ati ungithio hitukio ndu tariu hari mundu njui urandikire marua akandika marua koiga thiei mugure thimiti hari mundu ucio to no ori nayo PS mugima akandika marua authorize organization make single sourcing. That is abuse of power. No tondu no kuvuto mafuta okama gacokio doketini magatwarwo no ri ni turandika watho ati we wahitukia undu ugutuma bururi uthi hathara ukariha na indo ciaku na indo ile ciothe warakora nacio gutuma uturire-ini waku because it cannot be ati kurirugamaga mundu agathia ka make decision bururi ugate mbeca ugacoka ukarugama giti tani to no turirikane hindi ya NYS tukugweta marito to TV-ini no turirikane kuri andu mathire makire indo cia muingi magicoka magithie magitha ite cia muingi makiheo ite andu acio makoro mahana makingi no umane ati ni mbeca cia muingi kiri atia no ginya twikire watho chapter 6 ya katiba ya Kenya tondu ni yake ni na tumagesha tuiganona no ririkane rutire ugite katiba no tikambe kuhitukia twambe tumicenjie tumehitukia ithu ni tukiuga tupitishe alafu tulekebishe ni twari muno gucenjia ati chapter 6 ni ugite integrity ya public officer no muthe ni urarugama public officer ukandika maru ndureke gwire kirani kia form po gigirie kuma ndingikwira maundu maria ithu andu Mount Kenya twikitwo kirani-ini kiu na no nginya tuthina mbere na kwanirira ati urathi ugakorwo na guku githii ciana ciandikite answer maka misspell ciana magana meri kiugo kimwe ciothe maka misspell undu umwe andu acio marari na script ugathi ugakora cukuru iria ingi nacio question ya number 2 answer ya number 2 niyo mandikite ha number 1 ciana 50
kamenya hau
no turaugire atiriri tutigwitikira tondu kuri andu mehariirie kuhuthira hinya wao kuhitithania mundu gwitwo Ruto na andu Mount Kenya na kire marekana gutuhinyira marekate gutingihoteka ati cukuru cia Mount Kenya tora turekirwo hindi ya Matiang'i ati ningio na ritariri maduru turaugire tuigwetikira we are not going to accept that tondu no nginya tu protect andu itu rike ndera andu itu ndamuthaitha andu angai tutiendetwo bururi uyu koguo mundu akaye gutuhuthira njira kana njira iria ingi tutiendetwo ni andu aya angi ni magutuhinyiria na njira nyingi no ta hau ha githomo ni ndi WAMATINGA ndiraugire ndigwitikira mwana wirutanirie wa Mount Kenya ati gutwike marks ciake tondu uri ngina regero marking scheme ni akuhinyiririo maundu macio matingihanika tuli kundu kuri guku turie kugukuragia njugi atiriri ni tukwendwo ithuĩ ta nyumba ya gikuyu na mungu tumenye andu aria angi manyitana ni matuhinyagiriria koguo watho cindira guthondeka ni atiriri we uri PS kana uri CS kana uri director kana uri MD handu wahitukia watho cio u affect kana ugatuma bururi ute mbeca igakinyirwo nginya ciaku nginya iria wari nacio mbere
hau tatiki to hakiagira
muno na no nginya twitugitumire tungitura gutwikaga ati we no igoti urari hari turongerera magoti ati tugutwike turongerera magoti nigetha mundurume athia kai indo cia bururi haiwezekani
ni karamu inamirie indo ciathie tutingitikira uguo nigetha ukimake decision yukambaga ukoragia atiriri is it the right decision? Am I acting in the best interest of the country? Kana ni kwenda ndenda gwitongia andu ingi mareka uguo nigetha mundu akanengerwo kikibaki ukaigo mundu anengerwo milioni 10 akabiria ukaguthiuruka Embu kana Kirinya akiuga ni arenda gitianga giki kana giki tondu mbeca ni ayi. That is not going to happen. Na maundu macio nturikaniire na maseneta maria mangi turi namo no nginya tucenjie mawatho macio no nginya tu protect interest cia mu Kenya mundu akiriha igoti at least
akamenya ni protected
mbeca itirora
gitio kundu irathi.
Haya, Isaac Mushoki, thank you Governor, well spoken. Isaac Mushoki, Gladys Mahehu, the super senator, articulating issues so well. Salimia sana, umesalimiwa na Gladys Mahehu. Rebecca Muturi, alawa watching, waidaka wa Kenywa, etago flying horses, thank you muno jeke badilisha. George Mwekoyo, awa one man, one vote, one share, utideke few. Thank you muno. Githoma ndumiriri nigetha tuthina bena kurikia na senator nejo akire na program ne akiuga ne akwatukira haria mato sirikal akune guthomete na nani mwingine hane murutago Mwangi chairman WAMATINGA should be a frequent visitor of GTN TV for Senate representation updates yanashira wega muno kuri andu a Nyeri. WAMATINGA ni atukenagia muno, he is a leader. Maureen Nash, good morning salimia senator, thank you muno Silver Kim What about Bituli G? Era Senator Akinyirio hau no agithio ni Martin Kenyua. Dickson Mwangi geithia governor uria wetereire giti. Kevin Wajohi WAMATINGA the next. Ado kwa gano the next. Huko niko nyitanire. Ethayo geithia governor 2027. Jendi Wajohi asante sana governor 2027. Taja Silva Kim salimia our senator. Governor tukirikia. Ndiyo kinya negwetire governor. Ndiyo kane furu ya comment icio.
Ngwicira nga furu ya.
Orenda giti kia governor. Ndoigirira senator ringi.
Reke tugi atiriri. Kahinda gaka ona ti kahinda gutikire na ithurano ire kuo umana ti ndacare gite kia governor ni kuririkana tukimenya nawe wari ona wari mundu umwe wako anywe ni nyumwa heire kioneki gya kutukuruga ma governor no ria mwalimu Mutahi wa Kahiga watukire guka kiama-ini kia UDA nie na tonejetikitie in creating democratic space.
Yes.
Na gacoka ngaririkana ati kiama kiu ni ndakite di coordinator wa Nyeri county ria ndonire ngiona maundu ni meri either mwalimu oke tuthokani tuhagani kiama kana ni gium kana kiume thi kiama kiki no ngiririkani tondu wa ithaka ndemurero ni ucio ni anjiraga WAHOME utatiga ndari akora.
Yes.
Ona kanjira mutiga mwaho anakora igima ona kinjira ungikona ndurume anacoka na thua tigwitigera ni kugiriria nditi.
Yes.
Ni ngiuga ni undu wa wira na thayo thini wa Nyeri county nyambe njoke na thutha ndigire mwalimu Mutahi wa Kahiga na nikio rona umuthi tuikaraga thi na governor tugacira ta Utongoria tugacira maundu ma andu a Nyeri na nikio rona umuthi performance ya Nyeri ni njego thini wa county assembly thini wa county government ona kuria senate tukihinga moko uguo ngugwetete. I was rated as the second best senator performing senator and the best improved senator thutha wa mwaka umwe gukora the senate maundu marahotekaniki ni gutuika ithu ni twogire tutigwikirira o binafsi bere tugwikirira community bere na nikio rona andu makiuga the next makauga uguo tondu hini marakiona mwalimu Mutahi wa Kahiga ni kurikia rarikia no njuge kahinda gaka ni kurutira andu a Nyeri wira ati mundu arora wira wa senate na njuge uguo tukiaria haha na ngugo gwita guconokania ati gutire nduru ya county ya Nyeri ire Nairobi. County ya Nyeri niyo twari ya mbere uguo gutarire kwandika rutani yothe ya ECD ya mbere Kenya ichingiti hotete gitumire ki hena ngucanio gatagati ka governor na senator mwatho maria makwendekana matirekira barere ho ngucanio andu magatuika ni magusava wali ti horo wa rutani maguthio ngiri imwe mundu rathukumaga ngiri kenda gutuka guthukuma ngiri 25 ginya ngiri 56 ri mbeca iria wale thini wa community ni mbeca nyingi muno empowerment yo weka ni nene muno motivation iria wale he ni nene muno ningi makiria muno ni andu makona atiri kuruta wira na county government kwina future maundu maya marahotekana gutuika governor na senator na county assembly na leadership maraikara thi gungakinya kahinda kau ngai niwe ugaga andu niyo magatua matua mangiona ndi matwarite wega monde ndi disappointed makikenda ukihe gite kiaure majire no game gite kiaure otore majirire ndigane na gia senator ndigire mwalimu Mutahi wa Kahiga ndakiarikie ri magioka majire wa matinga ruga magite giki na ndaigo makiuga hau uguo makijire we ni the next ri ni ngire ungikararia
no guthie mbere
tugathie mbere.
Thank you muno senator nigucera gukwa GTN TV ndero Ezekiel Macogu ari live akenda kurekereria maumirira ma githurano toguo tugirikie nawe guthie kwi Macogu direct. Senator kamera ni yaku coketie ndugatho.
Thank you muno njuge mwekeo ringi nyandekithirie andu a Nyeri eroreri aitu othe hare muri a very happy new year na ndimwire ni njue tithero ni kuritu ni njue tithero maundu matikorwo mari mega economy ni to cost of living ire iguru no ndimuririkanie tore tukorwo tukia economy no itu twarire baward ni ndi utwe gatandaini kare kari maundu maritu muno kare karitu muno no ndimwirire ati twatigiro hanini ntuko ni maundu maitu magire ndimwendekithirie mwaka mweru mwega mumenyerere ciana citu iria iracoka cukuru na muno makiria tuthina mbere na gukuhoyanira tutikanariganirwo giothe kiria kihandagwo na mahoya gituragio ni mahoya koguo ndimwire thengi muno nie ngu ni wira wanyu no ndirathi na mbere na kuruta kurugamirira mawatho gutindikana na maundu maria makoni andu aitu kahua macani iria avocado na macadamia maundu macio tuguthi na mbere na gutindika ndimwire ati mwaka wa 2024 ni mwaka turona ni gukorwo ri na irathimo njeru ni mwaka gukorwo ri na maundu mega ndimwire jambe turagio ni matanya na ndimwendekithirie mwaka mweru mwega wina irathimo nyingi na muthina mbere na kuhoera thirikari no itu ni amukio the kiana handu na mahoya gituragio ni mahoya. Thank you muno.
Thank you muno senator ndacokia ngatho nyingi muno.
Asante sana.
Na ni ngaigua wega muno senator kiuma guku na kena muno ni kuona ati inyuothe ni mukwirораgira ni muria ciuria ndathoma ndumiriri cianyu uku ni kwa GTN maundu makoma mahana uguo ndimwire ni thengio andu aria mandika ndumiriri cia muico umwetagwo JM kuma Muiga ni ndathoma na ngũcia no athikĩrĩria Sene no ageithio nĩ JM kuma
ndageithĩka mũno
no ageithio nĩ mũirĩtu wĩtagwo Martha kuma Kĩri-inĩ nĩ njĩra ngũgeithia rĩu ndia ciatire thirĩ wa ndũmĩrĩri na ndamũcokeria ngatho nyingĩ mũno tukũrekeria Senator nĩuga nĩ akũhatũkĩra thibitarĩ ya level 6 arorere maũndũ maikarĩte ndĩmwĩre mũtinde wega no tukiuma haha ndĩramũtwara kũrĩa kwĩ Ezekiel Machogu tuone maumĩrĩra rĩu ma kĩgeranio ĩmwe kwa ĩmwe thengiũ mũno.
Allow me to also congratulate you on the report that was done by the task force. The task force gave very bold recommendations and would like to encourage you to implement those recommendations. One of the ones that we picked in our committee, and Chair is here, was the issue of dealing with equality in education so that everybody can access equal education. Our education system is such that we do exams on the same day, all of us throughout the country. The child in Turkana is doing the same exam that the child in Moi Girls is doing and the child in Lamu is doing. Equality in education is extremely important so that the teachers must be facilitated equally throughout the country. And that was one thing that came out from the report. The other one that came out from the report that some of us were very excited about, although I was in Moi Girls when it was Highlands and it is a national school, is the fact that you want to be bold enough to dissolve a national school so that all schools are equal. I think that is a very important thing for us. It is very important because the Constitution clearly states that every child should have access to education that is equal. The only way we can make it equal is to make sure that at the school level, and this level, secondary school, is the most important because it's where you define your profession. It is where children get their direction. Whether you are going to university for medicine or you are going to TVET, it is at the secondary school. So equality in treatment is something that came out from that report, and we want to encourage you, CS, to be bold to implement it to the dot so that our children access equal education, equal resources, and equal number of teachers. Because we know, and we have raised this several times also, even the committee, as petitions come to the committee level, that some schools are less endowed than others. We know that. But we are saying, as government, because you have already started this, equalize it, and it will be good for everybody. Otherwise, I would really like to congratulate the students of 2023, to wish them well, and to tell them to choose their professions well. As you release the results, let them know that all results are results, and all results can take them somewhere. Once upon a time, when I was in the Ministry for Higher Education, we said we would like to break the barrier of a child who has a D so that they can have a line that will take them to get their own degrees. And we said, let TVETs move our kids from certificate to diploma to degrees. And we even came up with 2 universities that are highly technical in nature, the Technical University of Kenya and Mombasa Technical University. So every child's results are good results, so long as they choose the right path to follow. We thank you that CBC is taking root, and we know that with CBC, actually every child will pass. There is nobody who will be taken back. So despite of the fact that we have not managed to kill ranking, because ranking is motivated by parents, it's motivated by teachers, it's motivated by politicians like myself. It's very difficult to kill it. But we need to encourage our children to know that every result is good for something, and they should really choose the thing that they can do best. With those remarks, once more, congratulations, CS, congratulations, Ministry, you have done a good job. Thank you.
CS, with your indulgence, I would want to request Professor Barto, now on right as a scholar, just to greet this team.
The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, the PS, the Chair of NEC, the CEO, my colleagues from Parliament, led by my Deputy Speaker, Gladys Bose, the members of Senate, Professor Kamar and Dr. Nyotu, the Chairman, Education Committee, all the directors, station managers, and all dignitaries present. I want to take this opportunity to say good morning. As my Chairman, Education Committee has spoken, it's not in order for me to come after him, but all the same, the PS said I'm speaking here in the capacity of a scholar. My name is Professor Phyllis Chepkemoi Barto. I'm a member of Parliament, Moiben constituency, which is just next door, and also a member of the Education Committee. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the candidates, the 2023 candidates, whose results are going to be released today, and to tell them that this is just, it is their day. They should celebrate irrespective of which grade they are going to get. Because as Professor Kamara said, every grade will take you somewhere. There are those who are going to go to the universities. We have those who are going to TVETs. We have those who are going to different institutions. We also have those who will choose a different destiny and even become businessmen and women. And all of it is a success. I want to also to thank the teachers and the head teachers who have managed this process for the last 4 years. Until today, we are seated here to release their results. I don't think it was an easy task, and we want to congratulate you as well. All the stakeholders who have participated in this process and until this day when students are graduating. I was also a teacher once upon a time, and I rose through the ranks until I became a professor in the university. And I am a product of education and a testimony that education is indeed an equalizer. And together with the members of the Education Committee, we have been part and parcel of the processes and the education reforms. And whatever we are witnessing today, we have been in the process. We have been in the mix. And we have been working very closely with the Cabinet Secretary and the entire team in the ministry to see that the education standards at least are upgraded. We have been working hard to improve the budget so that we employ many teachers, and over time, and even with the support of the government, our able President, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has also been supporting the education reforms very much, and it is his wish that we have the best standards. I would also want to thank the ministry through the Cabinet Secretary that they did not just prepare the results and also the CEO NEC, but they also went ahead and subjected them to international standards so that whatever is being released today, it is an indication that these results are credible. But our chair has also said, members of parliament, we do oversight. We are still going to go on with our oversight role to make sure that we better the standards of education. But because it's not my day, I want to take this opportunity to wish the candidates, the 2023 candidates whose results are being released today, the best. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Thank you very much. I would want now to move quickly and invite the Deputy Speaker to make our comments. I know we've had some little consultation with the CS because we have another function not in a very long time. So we shall move with speed. Thank you.
Waziri Education, my friend Muchogu, and together with all the members who have accompanied you from the education sector, my colleague, Chairperson of Education, Honorable Meli, and together with all the other dignitaries, in the interest of time, allow me to adopt the protocols that have already been established so that we can be able to proceed. And all distinguished guests, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to stand here today as a former student of Moi Girls Eldoret. This is the very room that we used to have our assembly in. It was still a very small school those days. And today I've come accompanied with my cousin who was always my classmate, Chebet Chemjor. So I was telling her, let's go back to our old school and support Waziri. So Waziri, thank you for actually having the wisdom to decide to announce the results, not only from my hometown, but also from my former school. Thank you. And for me, this announcement of results is very dear to me because, like Honorable Kamara said, that we should encourage, and that is my message to those who will receive their results today. I congratulate you all for whatever results you will get. But most importantly is to tell you that whatever results you get is not going to define you. I must tell my own story. When I did my CPE in Hill School Eldoret, I was at the bottom of my class. I had the lowest mark in Hill School in that year, totally at the bottom. In fact, I couldn't get a place in secondary school. But because my sister was already at Loreto Convent, Matunda, the nuns decided to allow me to go to the school, just to keep us together. And by the time I finished at Loreto Matunda, I was top of my class. And by the time I came to this school, I was right at the top of the school. So I always tell young people, one result does not define you. I was always a C student, probably even a D student when I started out. But I completed with a strong finish as a straight A student. So Waziri, I'm a strong believer in that in as much as we have the examinations for our students, we must also know that at every stage of their lives, they have a chance to improve. And that's why the examining system must be made in such a way that it's not an elimination program, but an accommodating program, so that all students, even the C students like me who are the bottom of the class, can continue to be encouraged and have hope and know that that can actually change. And even for those students today who will receive their results, and you may not be at the top, maybe you get the bottom mark. Remember, you have the opportunity to go to TVETs, to go to other colleges, and eventually you might make your way to be a professor. And a casing example is my uncle, whom you know, Professor Kibos. He was a Form 2 dropout, but today he's a professor. Again, he went through the certificate program, the the diploma program, degree, and eventually made their way. So Waziri kindly encouraged that people can take those steps and make their way. So with those few remarks, I just want to congratulate those who will receive their results and to tell them that this is not an end in itself. You can define your own circumstances. This should not define you. And also for those who will be the top of the class, I know a lot of people who finish at the top, but because of indiscipline issues and they become complacent, eventually they don't succeed in life. So at the end of the day, it is what you do and the decisions you make every single day as a young person along your journey in life. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. And thank you for the progress that has been made in the education sector. Asante sana.
Thank you very much. I know we are absolutely running out of time, but I just want the area MP to have a word. Thereafter, I will invite the governor, and then we release the results, because I can see the CS is getting worried because he's supposed to be in another function.
Thank you very much, PS, CS, and all the invited guests. Good morning. We have agreed, we have entered into an agreement. As you know, I'm a lawyer. We have entered into an agreement that I will only speak for 1 minute. And if it exceeds 1 minute, I've asked the MP for so to blow the whistle. Because I hope you are going to give him also 1 minute like myself. Sorry, my name is Samuel Chepkong. I'm the area member of parliament for Ainapco constituency. Sorry, I came late because I started where the students who will be receiving their results this morning started from. I was handing over a primary school which we did renovation just here, Kapsoya Primary, and you know, you don't ignore small beginnings. So I started from where these others will be receiving their exams, their results. I want to say this, CS. I want to thank you very much. Welcome to Ainapco constituency, and welcome to Moi Girls. This is one of our flagship secondary school. They ordinarily take 99.5% to university. So when you release the exams, I hope it is going to be 100%. If it is not, then we will doubt. Because we have established a precedent. You know, I told you I'm a lawyer. So when a precedent has been established, you don't depart from it. It can only be 1 degree or 0.5. So the results we'll be expecting this morning for Moi Girls would be in excess of 99.5%. And if we don't get there, we know that we'll doubt the results. We will know that we didn't work very hard. You know, I want to finish by saying, as you have made this place, indeed your home this morning to release the exams, we are truly very grateful that you have honored us as a constituency and as a county. So I want to thank you very much because, you know, when President Nelson Mandela came out of prison in 1991, this is what he said. He said, and he found South Africans were very poor in terms of education. They were very ignorant because they were not taught on a number of issues. And he said education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change your world. So, Mr. Minister, as you release these exams, I am sure those who will be receiving the exams, whatever grades they will get, that grade will change their world. Whether they will get a C minus, which, you know, as you know, Mr. CS, I have 2 TTIs in my constituency. I have RVTTI and I have KTTI in Kipkabos. And I'm also completing KMTC in Balforest, which will be opening in August. And so we have very many places where these students will go. So nobody is a failure. Everybody will have succeeded in whatever grade they would have gotten. I thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you very much. Governor, you can come and then recognize your senator because I can see your senator has come. I would want to recognize the Education Committee members, Honorable Nabi, Nabuera who is here, Troy Tichu is also here. I would want to recognize the MP for Soy, DK Kiplagat is here also. So, Governor.
Thank you very much, Bwana PS, our CS and education team, our leaders, county leadership. With us is Senator Mandago, because we have no time. If you can stand and say, okay, very disciplined indeed. First and foremost, and all the protocol observed, let me adopt the protocols because we are all very important people. First of all, we are very happy indeed, Bwana CS, that you can release exam from our own county, especially our school, Moi Girls. That is wonderful. That is incredible. We've never thought of it. So anything can happen in this life that our school, enviable school, Moi Girls, is now hosting the whole CS and the examination team to release exams for 2023. Situpige makofi hiyo kidogo. Many years ago when I was a hustler, actually I'm still, I didn't know the hustling part of it. My journey started with this school. I was just looking for a job, and I didn't go to university straight away like you did, some of you. I had to add 1 + 1 through a technical institution, and up to now, I'm a holder of a PhD. The recent graduate around with PhD in town. In project planning and management. And when I came here, they were looking for somebody who can work in the library. Mrs. Cheram was then. And then they made me a librarian, and I was very happy because a very small beginning. So rising up from a librarian all the way to a county CEO, is that not God? So Moi University, Moi Girls School, there are many people who have gone through this school, including our good speaker there, and they have become great people. So I want to say congratulations in advance to the students that will have been made to succeed. At the same time, we want to say there are many opportunities. Others can follow my way. After the diploma, you can go to first degree all the way up to where I've reached now. We want to assure our students that whatever you get here does not determine the destiny of your life. You can still make it. I'm an example that if I'm a county CEO from just a small man, who else cannot be anything? So I want to trust God that we are very happy that whatever results we are going to get, we want to wish our students the very best. And I want to thank the Ministry of Education because you are giving opportunity to everyone, even the one that who has an E. If an E is a mark or anything to go by, there is still room for that E to improve, that honor, that kid that has gotten an E become somebody in this life. So we want to say we need equal opportunity, we need some motivation, we need some encouragement, and we want to say as long as your heart is beating and you are breathing, there is room for success in this country and this universe. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Asante sana, Governor. So finally, I would want to request our colleagues from the field who are here that immediately after this, we have a function at Kamagut Primary School. Let's all meet at Kamagut. And with those remarks, it's now my humble duty to request and to invite the Cabinet Secretary to now to make his comments and release the results for 2023. Karibu Waziri.
Yeah, thank you very much, PS. Your Excellency, the Governor of Wasingis County, the Principal Secretary, Minister of Education, State Department for Basic, the Chairman, Kenya National Examination Council, the CEO and the CEO Teacher Service Commission, my Chairman, Senate, Chairman National Assembly, Madam Speaker, and all the members of Parliament present here, not forgetting the host, Mr. Kirui, the Principal, thank you very much, the County Commissioner, and all the senior officials from the Ministry of Education. Good morning. Members of the fourth estate, thank you very much. Good morning. Yeah, thank you very much. This morning, I had an exceptional engagement with His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, as a prelude to this event, during which I will be releasing the 2023 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education Examination results. Our lengthy conversation also attended by my senior education sector leaders who are together with me here, focused on the broad, deliberate, and robust reforms that our country is so ably rolling out in the face of a challenging economic environment. One of the discussions was on teacher employment, and my chairman is here. His Excellency made it clear that in the next financial year, we will again be employing another 20,000 more teachers. During our engagement, His Excellency President Ruto made it abundantly clear to us about the government's unwavering commitment and undivided attention to the provision of quality education to all Kenyan children, right from the ECD level to university. The President instructed us to ensure that there will be no Kenyan child who will be left behind in the enrollment to school, retention, transition, and progression until completion of the basic education level in line with our Constitution. Additionally, the President gave us firm instructions to particularly ensure that runners from all sets of households especially those whose families are at the bottom of the economic pyramid, are financially supported to access all levels of learning in tandem with the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The release of 31.34 billion to primary, junior, and secondary schools. To buttress the President's commitment, the provision of the free learning program in the primary school level and the free tuition learning program at the junior and the secondary school levels, the National Treasury released Kenya shillings that 1.34 billion to support learners enrolled in the subsector. These funds have effectively cleared the way for a smooth opening of schools for the first term of the 2024 calendar year countrywide as effective from today. This disbursement was distributed as follows: free primary education, 4.74 billion. Capitation for junior schools, 7.60 billion. And I'm also happy that His Excellency and the government gave out examination and invigilation fees, 2.80 billion, and like before, where those who worked in invigilators and the rest used to wait for almost a year, today we're actually completing each and every payment. There will be nothing pending. Secondary schools, government has given out 16.20 billion, making the total 31.34 billion. I did have an engagement that was last week on a Tuesday between my peers, the CS National Treasury and the PS National Treasury, and the money was released to us on Wednesday. We have dispersed this money to all the schools, and I'm sure that the money must by now be in the respective accounts of the schools, may it be primary, junior school, or secondary schools. This year, our first cohort of the CPC will be transitioning to grade 8 and the junior school. Although we are also excited at this milestone, we are also aware that the cohort will be transitioning to grade 9 in 2025 and will be expected to pose a massive strain on our existing infrastructure. To preempt this crisis, the government is set to spend 12.8 billion to facilitate the construction of classrooms in the junior schools in conjunction with members of parliament. Through these funds, we expect to have 15,015 classrooms ready for use in junior schools for grade 9 next year. In line with the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform report, the Ministry of Education has rationalized the number of learning areas and the curriculum designs in terms of scope and integration of subjects within learning areas as a way of eliminating content overload and overlaps in the basic education. The Ministry has already issued instructions to schools to ensure that the implementation of these changes starts with effect from today in all schools hosting CPC runners. I wish to assure the country that the Ministry, working with the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, has started a process of reviewing textbooks aligned with the rationalized designs. In the meantime, I urge teachers to continue using the existing already approved textbooks since they have relevant content, tasks, and assessments for runners as guided by the curriculum designs. I have directed the KICD to ensure that the curriculum designs are updated in the KICD website by the end of this week. We did reduce the number of comparison subjects, as you are aware, from 5 to 2, in a departure from tradition. This is the first KCSE examination research to be released under the new grading structure that was implemented in the year 2023 KCSE examination. This was approved, and as authorized by the NEC Act, and we have been able to implement this. Under this system, the overall grade at the KCSE examination has considered mathematics the best performed language subject, among them English language, Kiswahili, Kenya Sign Language, and the best performed 5 subjects. As you would find out when I release the results, the new reform measure will allow a larger number of students to pursue courses of their choice at their universities, diploma and achievement training at certificate and adjunct levels. That was previously not the case, as the system was more restrictive. It is clear from the new grading system that the ministry is now focusing on ensuring that our candidates are mandatory literacy, English or Kiswahili, and the numerous degrees in mathematics to enable them pursue their careers in TVET institutions, universities, and colleges. Arising from the changes in the new grading system, therefore, I am directing the Kenya Universities and the College Central Placement Service, COOPS, and the universities to align their cluster points and the entry requirements with the new reforms to avoid disadvantaging the candidates. I ask the NEC to complete their process and hand over the final results to COOPS to pave the way for the start of the placement process. Additionally, I direct the COOPS to mount a robust career awareness campaign among the 2023 KCSE candidates to ensure all students understand the new TVET and the university entry requirements under the higher education funding model that was launched last year. More importantly, I direct the COOPS to immediately put in place measures to allow the 2023 KCSE candidates wishing to join TVET institutions to apply for their courses ahead of the March 2024 admissions. For the first time, the ministry introduced a new system of correcting examination materials from the 576 distribution centers countrywide twice each day. This meant that in the morning, usually at 7 a.m. daily, center managers could only pick up the first paper of the day. If the candidates had the first paper of the day, the center managers were then required to return to the distribution centers to pick up the second paper that the candidates could sit in the afternoon. I'm happy to report that this change in examination distribution, coupled with the efficient work of examination professionals, was able to substantially reduce the cases of early exposure of examination papers. I wish to thank all the center managers who took their time to effect the double correction policy and uphold the integrity of our examination. The release of the KCSE examination will be followed by the release of the KPUSEA reports for candidates who sat the grade 6 assessment in 2023 in the next few days. I urge your parents, guardians, and teachers to scrutinize the KPUSEA reports to ensure they use the result to monitor learner progress as they transition to grade 7. Allow me to register my appreciation to His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto, and his government for the support they offered us during the administration of the 2023 KCSE. I also wish to recognize with appreciation the support accorded to the Ministry of Education by my counterparts in other government ministries, departments, and agencies during the 2023 KCSE examination. The multi-agency collaboration spearheaded by my colleagues Professor Kindiki and Waro of the Ministry of Interior and the Coordination of National Government, and IT and Digital Economy, respectively, was impressive. Administering the 2023 KCSE examinations came in the face of adverse weather conditions occasioned by the El Nino phenomenon. This caused massive challenges in the delivery of materials to some examination centers that were cut off by floods and flooding rivers. Delivery of examination materials from NEC headquarters to the 576 distribution centers countrywide was also not spared by the effects of the heavy rains. We had to resort to air transportation in some areas to surmount the challenges in a bid to ensure that all candidates received their question papers. The examination administration was also threatened by insecurity in some parts of the country, such as banditry-related instances, as well as acts of thuggery. I wish to thank all the teachers, field officers, security officers, NEC officers, and other stakeholders who braved the odds to make the conduct of the examination possible. I also wish to thank members of the public who came in to support the process in various ways. Allow me to also commend the 2023 KCSE examiners who reported the 40 marking centers immediately they were called upon after the conclusion of the administration of the examination. As I promised during the release of the 2023 KCPE examination results, all the examiners have now received their payments, and immediately after this, through M-Pesa, we are making sure that by the end of the day, this must be done. Overall, I wish to thank the Almighty God for the successful completion of the 2023 KCSE examination administration cycle. I also thank you for assembling here this morning for this exercise of releasing the 2023 KCSE results for the 899,453 candidates who concluded the examination on November 24th, 2023, and are now eager to join various higher learning institutions to pursue careers of their choice. When I released the 2023 KCPE examination in November 23rd, 2023, November, I promised that the Kenya National Examination Council would administer a supplementary examination for 9,000 candidates who failed to sit the examination. Upon further audit and scrutiny of the number of candidates who actually failed to sit the examinations, the Council has only been able to trace 2,000 eligible runners. Since the number so far allocated is small to warrant a national examination, it has been decided that the 2,000 candidates join Form 1 starting January 8th, January 15th, that is next week, and be allowed to sit qualifying examination later. They will, however, be advised to ensure they sit the individual qualifying examinations by the time they join Form 3 to enable them be registered to sit the KCSE examination at Form 4. I direct the Council to release further guidelines regarding the entry examination. During the 2023 KCSE examination, a total of 899,453 candidates sat the examination compared to 881,416 candidates in 2022. This represents an increase of 18,037 candidates, which is 2.05%. However, I should note that the number of candidates that sat the KCSE examination last year, was raised by 3,685 compared with the number that actually registered to sit the examination. I am concerned with the number that failed to sit the examination, as it could point to a situation where some schools could be inflating the figures of registered candidates to meet the minimum threshold of 30 candidates required to be enlisted as an examination center. Although there could be more reasons for the missing candidates, any misrepresentation of figures could imply a wastage of public funds since the government pays examination fees for candidates based on the data submitted by schools. I therefore direct the relevant Directorate of Quality Assurance to work with the Kenya National Examination Council to investigate the 3,685 candidates who failed to sit the 2023 KCSE examination, with a view to unearthing the true identity and whereabouts of the 899,453 candidates who sat the 2023 KCSE examination. 450,554 were male, while 448,899 were female, representing 50.09% and 49.91% of the total candidature, respectively. This indicates that the country has achieved gender parity at the secondary education level. During the year 2023 KCSE examination, 11 counties had a significant entry of more merit and female candidates. These were Garissa, 66.39% compared to 33.61%, Mandera, Wajir, Turkana, Samburu, Narok, Mabei, West Pokot, Mombasa, Migori, and Ramu, while 9 other counties had a significant entry of more female than male candidates. These being Vihiga, Elgeyo Marakwet, Kirinyaga, Meru, Kiambu, Nairobi, Kisumu, and Kitui. The number of candidates who were aged 16 years and below increased from 12,710 in the year 2023 to 16,040, which was 1.776% in the year 2023. The highest percentage of candidates registered for the 2023 KCSE examination were within the appropriate age bracket of between 17 to 19 years, constituting 632,288, which was 70.01% of the total candidature. The percentage of candidates who were 20 years and above constituted 254,810, which was 28.214%. Out of the 30 subjects offered in 2023, 12 subjects recorded a significant improvement in performance. These subjects were mathematics, and we thank the teachers for this effort and the students, because for the first time we are actually confirming an improvement in mathematics. The other one was Kiswahili, biology, CRE, business studies, Germany, music, chemistry, building construction, French, and electricity. 14 subjects also recorded a drop in performance. These were English language, Kenya Sign Language, physics, computer studies, history and government. And for the first time, we are seeing a decline in performance in history and government. It is normally done in the afternoon. You can see now that area exposure, was missing. Equally, geography used to be done in the afternoon. You can also see there was a decline. Equal agriculture, and some of the subjects here which used to be done in the afternoon, we are seeing a decline in performance. Power mechanics, metalwork, woodwork, drawing and design, and art and design, home science, there was a decline in performance, including Islamic religion. Female candidates recorded better mean score performance than male candidates in 5 subjects, that being English language, Kiswahili, CRE, home science, and art and design. Male candidates recorded better mean score performance than female candidates in 10 subjects, this being mathematics, biology, chemistry, general science, history and government, geography, agriculture, computer studies, and business studies. There were 1,216 candidates, which is 0.14%, who obtained an overall grade A in the year 2023, compared to 1,146,000, which was 0.13% of the candidates in the previous year, that is 2022. The number of candidates who attained the minimum university entry qualification this year, C+ and above, was 201,133, which was 22.27% in the year 2023, compared to 173,345, which was 19.62% in in the year 2022. This is as a result of the application of the new grading system that reduced the number of compulsory subjects required to compute the mean grade. The number of candidates attaining a pass grade D+ and above was 526,222, which is 58.27% in the year 2023, compared to 522,588, which was 59.14% in the year 2022. The national schools produced the highest number of candidates with an overall mean grade of A, where we had 889 A's from national schools, which was 2.486%, followed by county schools, 172 A's, which was 0.096%. Private schools, we had 143, which was 0.221%. County schools, we had 5, which was 0.004%. And the sub-county, and I would like to give an emphasis this, these are day schools which had 7 A's and over, which was 0.001%. Overall, I'm improved by the quality of grades that are coming out of our day schools that produced 283 candidates with mean grade of A and minor and A minor in the 2023 KCSE examination. I urge all stakeholders to invest more in the sub-county schools where more of our runners attend schools. You will also be able to see from the table that sometimes we assume that everybody who goes to a national school gets a university entry, but you can see about 20 of the candidates had a mean of a D- from national schools. So it is not always the case that anybody and everybody who goes to a national school will be able to make it to a university. And you have seen the miracles and what is being done from day schools. As the Cabinet Secretary, I'm also pained by the fact that a large number of candidates, 48,174, or 5.33%, still ended up scoring a mean grade of E in the year 2023 KCSE examination, even after the ministry used a more flexible system of computing the final overall candidate research. I therefore directed the Directorate of Quality Assurance to work with the field officers and teachers to investigate this E-grade cases in each county of the country and submit a report to me within 1 month for further action. As a country, we must start interrogating data and evidence to enable us to make critical decisions that could ensure that we realize our return on investment from all the resources that the government puts in the education sector. Now, we come to examination irregularities. As much as we try to minimize, and we were successful in minimizing our exposure and hence the number of irregularities we used to experience there before, we still had a few cases of irregularities. There were a total of 4,113 candidates who were reported to have been involved in examination irregularities in the year 2023 KCSE examination. Of this, we have cancelled results of 4 cases of reported impersonation after completing investigations. The results of the remaining 4,109 candidates who were suspected to have engaged in examination irregularities have also been withheld pending the completion of investigations in their cases within a period of 20 days from today. The Council is empowered in law as provided in the Kenya National Examination Council handling of examination irregularities rules of 2015, legal notice number 132 of 2015, rule 8 to withhold the results of any candidate or examination center suspected to have been involved in an examination irregularity or malpractice pending the completion of investigations. It is unfortunate that a few contracted professionals are still insistent on ruining the future of our runners by subjecting them to examination malpractices. 120 contracted professionals were reported to have been involved in heading examination malpractices. Firm disciplinary action will be taken against such teachers. I also wish to notify the country that the ministry has now set up the National Examination Appeals Tribunal. My chairman and the members of the Education Committee will remember that we had an engagement in this and undertook to ensure that we exercise the members, which we have done in line with Section 40B 2 of the NEC Act 2012. I therefore urge any Kenyan aggrieved by any process of the Council to seek redress through the tribunal. Accessing the 2023 KCSE examination results. And as I told you last time, we are not having a service provider, so the SMS system, we are not going to have that, but we have a system in place that people will be able to access the results immediately after this. The Council will dispatch the 2023 KCSE examination results to sub-county educational officers for distribution to examination centers within their regions. Candidates are urged to correct their provisional results from their respective schools, that is, examination centers. A candidate can also access the individual 2023 KCSE results online through a link on the NEC website or directly through the URL https research.nec.ac.ke. Let me repeat again. One can directly access either through the NEC website or directly through the URL https research.nec.ac.ke, and you will be able to get your research. This time around, we have worked with the engineers and the experts, and we are sure that the website and this particular system is working such that Kenyans will not be able to have the kind of inconvenience that we had last time when using a service provider. You will be required to enter your candidate's index number and the names as per the registration data for the 2023 KCSE examination. The results will be available immediately after this exercise. I now declare the 2023 KCSE examination results officially released and wish all the candidates the best in their future academic journey. I also wish all runners, teachers, parents, guardians, and all the stakeholders a happy and a prosperous New Year 2024. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
kwĩgwatĩra Musa kũrĩra kwa Jithero ro Andy Wawa featuring Elizabeth Nyambere taskiza tuni ya thimũ yaku hihinya *837*326 # ũkenagie harĩa marakũrĩra thimũ na rũgambi rũrũ.